Hi, everybody. Welcome to TVON. My name is Blair. Thanks so much for joining us. Happy Sunday. We have made it through another week almost. We've got a great show to wrap up this wonderful week. Hasn't it been incredible? We've had some really special pieces, and up to yesterday, seeing those big diamond studs. Well, here's the deal today. We have something very special if you like a diamond earring that's large, that's rounds. Wait, sounds familiar. Didn't we do that yesterday? Well, actually, yesterday was the 2-carat individual studs, 1 carat in each ear. Fabulous value. Here's the deal today. Today I've got something that is a great alternative. Maybe you want bigger diamond weight, smaller price tag. How does that work in diamonds? Well, we are going to bring you a larger overall diameter by way of a cluster of huge stones. Now, the diamonds are still big. They're still gorgeous VS stones. They're bright white, white. If you don't even want to tolerate the slightest little bit of body color, you got the right earrings today. Now, there's also 2.5 carats in diamonds. So what you're going to see are some of the most spectacular individual stones we have ever shown you, and yet they give you a big diameter. The kind of diameter that you would not be able to get with a stud earring individually, because it would be literally hundreds of thousands of dollars. Well, maybe some of you can, but maybe you don't want to. And maybe you just say, you know what, one diamond, I know what they do. They droop. If it's one bigger diamond, they fall forward. They droop down. They don't look right. Some people might not even think they're believable anyways. Well, this is the cluster style for you. So it gives you the bigger look overall. It gives you a smaller price tag because the stones are a little smaller, and we will see those today. So that's coming up as an alternative diamond special for those of you that really want the big look and you still want the VS diamonds but a small price. So that's coming up. Also, we have a huge turquoise for you, really special cushion cut. They're calling it an asher. That would be true if it were a clear, transparent stone. It's opaque, it's turquoise. So we have a really beautiful square cushion for you. We have an amazing blue zircon. I do have some really fun museum pieces. It's kind of like the return of the museum masterpiece must go. One you may notice here. I'd like to say it's my ring. Who knows? Maybe someday, but I gotta tell you, I'm willing to give you guys first dibs. It's our 8-carat 63 emerald. It's out of Colombia. Typically, when we see an emerald of this size, it's going to be out of Zambia, and that is fine and well. They're great stones, but it's very, very special when you get a Colombian stone, especially one that's glowing like that, and especially one that is the size of a signet ring. That is our largest signet ring. So that is here. Okay, so may not be the most inexpensive item, but it's very special. So, you know, who's to say, sometimes you just want to get one of the really important pieces instead of a lot of little pieces. We have you covered. Also, on bracelets, I know we don't see bracelets much anymore. Gold's been going a little crazy, so unless we do some kind of stainless steel, sterling silver, it's going to be tough. I actually have both ends of the really unusual spectrum today when it comes to bracelets. I have one bracelet, get this, it was listed as a 7-inch, I knew it wasn't. I measured it, it's actually our 8-inch style, but it's priced like a 7-inch. So that's interesting, especially when you consider it's not 14 karat, it's 18 karat gold. So a diamond link style that you can see from all the way across the room, that's here. And I know I cannot remember the last time we had an 8-inch link bracelet. Cannot remember the time. So this is where you may want to jump in if you like an 8-inch diamond bracelet. And then look at this one, sapphires and diamonds. More of that really cool station style. We had a ring yesterday that would match. This would be the station style if you wear a 6.5-inch bracelet, or if you just like a more snug fit. I know that I usually wear a 7-inch when it comes to a link because I like a little movement, but if you like it to fit more close to the wrist, we have that for you. So sapphires and diamonds, all diamonds and gold, and those are just a few of my bigger bracelets today. So we are going to get started with a fabulous pearl and really feminine, really gorgeous. Take a look at this. This is my Tahitian, but this Tahitian, could we turn on the call boards, please? Would that be too much to ask? Thank you. So here's what we're going to do, because otherwise it doesn't feel like we're really here. But here we go with our really, really stunning. This is a gorgeous one, isn't it? It's like a silvery, but I still see the aubergine colors. Usually aubergine would be reserved for more of the, like the dark charcoal grays or the true black. This is actually going to be where you see this really fantastic platinum style. 113, 1630 is the number, and that's going to be more of a silvery gray. And yet I see lavenders and greens as well. That's what the luster of a pearl should do. And you got a really, really, really special one here, no doubt about it. It's platinum with a round 11.6 millimeter pearl. That is a natural Tahitian pearl. And then you've got the diamonds as those really beautiful flowers almost. like a star or a floral in 5 individual diamonds on either side. Your diamond weight is 17 points and Stays in Platinum will size it for you. So welcome into Sunday. We got our last little bit of shopping here today, guys. It's our last 3 hours of shopping until we don't see you Wednesday night. So it's also a great time to get requests in. If you have any, please let me know what you'd like to see on the air. We will bring it out for you gladly. If you missed anything yesterday, Friday night, we know it's busy, busy, busy summertime sailing time, right? We know a lot of people are busy. So if you have anything you've missed and you want to check and see if it's still available, happy to bring that out for you, okay? So here's our really stunning pearl, only one. We're going to see mostly one of a kinds as usual today, and really proud of what we can do here on this value because I was so impressed by the weight. You will be too. Platinum's a dense metal, we know that, but also this band, even there, like, oh, it's a solitaire and it's got a big pearl. Look at how it's finished. Look at how deep and thick and really solid that is. So it gives you a really good idea of, we're not talking about a tiny little piece here. It's a smaller size, but take a look. Maybe it'll fit you perfect or maybe not. Well, that's the beauty of what we do. We size for you. So you don't need to worry a thing about, is it going to fit? Well, it's going to fit to your exact liking and your exact specifications. So that's important as well. But here we are looking at our platinum. And again, it's almost like I would call it a platinum pearl in a way. So makes sense. All matches. Let's blow it out. No longer $39.99. A huge value here. And we'll make it $999 to start our Sunday and get you ready. I would love requests. It would be so much fun to show you exactly what it is you'd like to see, whatever you can think of. You let me know and we'll have it for you, okay? Oh, and by the way, brooch lovers. I know we have some brooch lovers out there and critter lovers. We have a lot of critter jewelry lately that's been a lot of fun. That's been some of our faster to go. Well, I have both the critter and the brooch covered for you. So I'm actually going to bring you a dragonfly, one of the more popular motifs in jewelry. Take a look at this really quickly so you can see how stunning. This is large. It is very large, isn't it? It's platinum. And this is going to be actually, it says pendant and brooch. Oh, yes. Okay, good. I didn't see it. There's a bail right behind the very, very top portion here, that larger diamond. So good. I'm not sure. It's pretty heavy. So I'm not, you'd need a strong, sturdy chain, but it's a really beautiful platinum brooch pendant combo. So diamonds, a little bit of brush finishing there, some mirror finished as well. So that's a large scale brooch. So just something that I know we've been, brooches are having a big moment. So we just want to make sure you have your chance to pick them up via fine jewelry. Okay, so we're going to move on from the pearl because I think it's gone, but then I have this diamond piece, and let me know if you like the brooch, and we'll give you a great value on that one. I was stunned. I think it's one of the better values of the day. Here's what we have for you in diamonds. Check this out. This is a really beautiful, what looks like an oval. This is part of that designer illusion setting, which is not an illusion. It's real diamonds, but it's just, again, not an oval. So it's overall shaped like an oval, but it's not an oval. So 3 baguettes, couple of rounds mixed in top and bottom. And so really exciting about 111-8607. Glad to have our crew here. So excited to see y'all with us, ready to go. Everybody hanging out. Oh, William's here too. Wonderful. Hi, William. So good to hear from you and see you here today. We've got Cindy with us as well. Carrie and Kim and Janae. Thank y'all so much. Checking in with us. Ready to party. Ready to shop. Listen, this is the best kind of shopping you can do. Fine jewelry, amazing values. We've got one-onlys here, so you know what you're getting. You see it on the air. Bright, beautiful diamonds. Isn't that something? That's an 18-karat gold, by the way. So once again, we're stacking up with the platinum and the 18-karat gold. Can't get much better than that. And we've got this one, which ends up looking like a solitaire. Watch the illusion. The illusion is such where now, when it's on the hand, it looks like, oh, is she wearing a beautiful, larger oval diamond? Or wait, it's got a flash like it's an emerald cut or a baguette. That's the beauty of putting these different cuts together. Yes. You got it. The pearl is gone. Congratulations. And then here is that diamond ring, which is soon to go because it's under $1,000. How about that? Under $1,000, not $999 either. I'll keep on going. And again, look at that. If that doesn't tell you right there how that's just computer paper, right? It's just sitting there. And yet it's lighting up like it's just, again, a beautiful ray of sunshine here and laser lights together. So it's actually better than $888. We're so proud to have y'all with us. Thank you. It's an honor to be with you guys today. Kirsten just joined in as well. Thank you so much. Glad you're all here. What do you want to see? What would you like to check out? What would you like to find for your collection today? That's really the question on deck today. What would you like for this, little bit of last call as far as shopping for the week here? So, I love shopping on Sundays because by the time we see you next on Wednesday night, you probably have the items that you already shopped for this weekend. So I love that because It's like if you shop today, you're likely going to have it by Wednesday if it doesn't need any complex gold color changes or anything like that, or any complex sizing. So, you know, it's something that's really exciting, but, you know, I love the idea that you can start wearing your jewelry, start enjoying what you love, and yet we have an earring wheel coming up in just a bit, so you're going to love even more. But you know what? $777 on this one instead. We'll go with lucky sevens. And who got the pearl? Wonderful. Hi, Mary. Good morning or afternoon to you. Wonderful. Thank you so much. We've got our earring wheel coming up shortly. A blowout on earrings, 3 different varieties thereof. So stunning. We also have those bracelets, if that sounds good. Again, attention 8-inch lovers and 6.5-inch bracelet lovers. We've got you covered today on bracelets, just onesies, but that's something we rarely see. Usually they're in that 7, 7.25. So got the smaller, got the larger today. Let me know if you want to see those. And I cannot get over the fact that our bracelet is, I think I said 18 karat, but it's 14 karat on the 8-inch. But either way, that's going to be a really stunning style. I have a new one here in a sapphire. We've been loving our sapphires. We're getting you ready for September here with some very, important, and I wish this had rhodium. On the sides needs a little touch of that, but you know what? Let's just concentrate on this stone for a moment, which is so unusual. It's 113, 1915. Hope everyone's having a good weekend. And really special. Look at this sapphire. It's a green blue, and we saw some Windsors the other day that were very popular and quick to go that also combine colors, but this really does it not so much in a zoned, sectioned way where it's half and half and very distinctive lines of demarcation between the two colors, but instead really blended. But first things first, it's all natural. So you're getting the 14 karat gold mounting. It's a really pretty way to do a double halo. We started with the traditional rounds, ended up going a little bit more lavish and extending that outer halo with the tapered baguettes top and bottom, the bigger rounds on the sides, and then you've got the 167. Unheated blue green. I see golden flashes as well. We're calling it green. It's definitely got a touch of blue. And I think, you know, I don't know if you were with me the other day when I flashed a big trillion. There was a huge trillion here. As a matter of fact, it was about 4 carats. And it was so dark a green. It was beautiful and it was rare, but it was really a dark green that I felt a little bit, not like it was my favorite, because you couldn't really appreciate all the color. It was just a little too saturated. We see that with tourmalines too sometimes, where if it gets too dark a green, suddenly it's not looking green at all. Not exactly what we want. This is really that lighter, brighter. We see this with the sphenes as well. This is sapphire though, so it gives you a great amount of durability. You can wear it every single day and never have to worry a thing about it, but it's incredibly affordable. Again, rhodium plating needed on the side. That's no problem. That's done anyways after the sizing for you, and yet 51 points in diamonds as well, which is this really outstanding look. Don't forget about that diamond ring, although I think it's going out right now. And then here we are with our beautiful green sapphire with the blues, touches of golden, bright enough to see even from a distance away. Read the color as that rarity that it is. That's what it looks like on the hand. Wow, so pretty. Just reminds me of a beautiful window in a cathedral or in an Italian villa, because of just the way this looks with that elongation really showing off. Oh, what's that? Speaking of really good stones, not the signet ring, but that I mean, I love my signet ring, don't get me wrong, but wow, that emerald was something special. Yeah, that might be the one ring I would really be willing to trade my signet ring for, I'll tell you that much. But anyway, we're talking about sapphire in the blue-green variety. Makes for this great teal color. Should be, just based on the carat weight, the fact it's unheated, the great diamonds around it, should be about $59.99. Well, there's a reason it's 12 minutes into the show and we're bringing it out. It is the affordability, the value, the great discount you're getting on a brand new piece today that is this could be the biggest sapphire value I've had in a while, and I was giving away Padparashis yesterday. So come on in early. You know that's the key to success here, and we're going to blow it out for $1,999. That's the way to kind of knock off that really, really rare of the bingo card on the sapphire world, and that's gone. Congratulations, well done. Here is, boy, I'm a little light on jewelry today, so again, call me quickly if you have requests. I just want to flash this in. Speaking of rare, look at that. Ooh, okay. You know, we talk about, there's a way to really think about the perfect mandarin color. And if you're familiar with like that Fanta soda, you know, remember the little catchy, now you'll be humming it, if you remember the ad campaign from way back when, and you know, the colorful, I think it was like, I don't know, I feel like there was spandex and rollerblades, maybe, I don't know, but there was this cute little song. Anyway, I feel like that is really the best descriptor sometimes for a mandarin. But this one might be beyond. Yeah, I think that I probably, if I saw that in a can, I wouldn't drink it probably because it's just a little too bright. This is really that, forget just neon, this is like your ultra, ultra, ultra best of the best. It's 113-0248. just going to show you. Listen, I know we have some extraordinary pieces every single day. Today, they just get better and better and better. And this one, 1130248, is a 6 carat 33, so it's also huge. It's not only the ideal of color and neon and brightness and clarity, and yes, those red and yellow flashes coming through, but it's a heart shape. It's a 633, just like I think is to be expected. Some of the heart-shaped gemstone lovers out there are a passionate group. They love their heart shapes and they know how rare they are to find, especially in unusual stones. So here it is, 52 points in the diamonds as well. And it's gonna be, yeah, we're gonna make it pretty affordable for what it is, because that could be in the 5 figures, and I'm talking upper 5 figures, no issue. Instead, going a lot lower for you and making it very affordable, considering that's a 6 carat 33. We hardly ever see those. When we get up in 2 carats, they tend to get extremely rare. So that's where they really start to jump in value. Let's get you a great value on this one that's not going to be even 20,000 or 10. It's not $99.99 either. So this is exciting, and got to call us early because there's only the one. So come on in and don't be shy about these, because this is where, again, museum masterpieces are coming out today. And that emerald is one of them. This mandarin is one of them. The sapphire bracelet is one of them as well. But it's not even $88.88 or $77.77 is really fantastic. Anytime, if I'm looking at a mandarin that's anywhere near 2,000 a carat, I'm on board. And yet, for this kind of size, I'm not talking about the 50 pointers that are more, you know, likely to be found. This is really where you go even higher end, 633, so clean. Here's what it looks like on the hand, and let's just take it even further below where you could ever expect. And I think that there's so many of us that we forget what really, really rare gems go for out and about. And this is such an important style there. Look at that, such an important gem. One only here, and yet it's not even $7,000. It's $69.99 for one caller today. So $69.99 on the big heart shape dragonfly brooch pendant is here. We've got some bigger pearl earrings too that are just your huge button style pearl studs. I'll even bring out a rare find. We have a 1 carat 50 diamond. You don't see that very often in any color. We've got what's considered that on the verge of like light yellow. So we'll see that if you're looking for a bigger diamond at a great price. Rubelite's made its way to the show. A huge trillion cut in a tanzanite. And then we also have this one, sapphire lovers. We got you ready with the purple pink. Look at that. They're calling it a pink. I think it's more purple. We'll talk about that round. So that's going to be here as well. But our earring wheel's coming up because we want to wow you with some values here early. It's always what we do, starting off right. By the way, I believe that oval-shaped diamond ring is in the 18 karat gold. It's still here for $777 if you'd like to get it. But this is where we begin. I'm going to show you 3 different sets of earrings. And the first one, well, they don't get much more rare than this. The first pair of earrings we have today is corner rupine, and there it is. Wow, such a special look. Then we've got the hoop earrings, so we are going to have not just studs, but also hoops. These will sit angled differently than what you see on the air here because they're laying down flat. But there is that gorgeous wave design of two-tone gold and two-tone diamonds. And then speaking of two-tone, another kind of where a hoop meets a drop, and this gives you a little bit of that style where we're seeing right now a lot in fine jewelry, where we're starting to see these multiple strands in an earring, which makes it look more like you're wearing more than one earring without having to go even get more piercing. So it's kind of fun the way that looks on. You'll see them all on, of course, but take a look at this. So one pair, I think, let me check. No, that's not true. We actually have 2 pairs of the hoops, so that's good news, okay? 2 pairs of the hoops, you're good to go. They're all being marked down for you today, so that's exciting as well. But this is where you want to dial. I'll give you a once over here. The corner rupines are extremely rare. That's one of those rare stones in a blue-green, and not all of them in the world are blue-green. I know they're tough to find, so just want to give you a little lesson in corner rupine. Most of the time, they can be a little bit on the more colorless side or even browns or yellows. This is really that stunning, think Paraiba kind of color here, minty, bright neon blue-green. And I say blue-green knowing that they're more green than they are blue, but still a really bright tone. They're really special. They're rare. Those are ovals, 40 points and 54 points in the double halo and diamonds. You're getting plenty of real rarity there in that corner rupine in the center. One pair there, staying in the white gold. Then we have the fabulous hoops. These are the, this is a really good, easy to wear style. 1/2 inch, really just, again, very wearable, very versatile, black and white, that spectator look that we love to see, but of course done in diamonds with the larger in the black diamonds and the smaller in the white diamonds. So that would be 25 and 20, actually, so maybe they're not. Actually, you know what, that's right, they wave, so they graduate. So it's equal, 25 and 25, 50 points total weight, yellow gold, and white gold together. Then we go here, more two-tone, rubies that are diamond cut go down the middle in the yellow gold, and then the rest are white. So that's going to give you 49 points in ruby and in the 14 karat gold. So you're looking at all gold straight away. We're so excited to bring them down in the price tag so that when you see things grouped together like this, the theme is that they're earrings, but the bigger theme is that they're a blowout. And so that's really what's exciting. And they're all very unusual. They're not your basics. There's nothing basic about anything here on this wheel. And let me know what your preference is, because it's going to all be on its way here. So you let me know, corner rupee, black and white diamonds, or rubies. You decide, but let's get everybody on the phone lines and ready to go, because they used to be, and they weren't, you know, they've been brought down before, every single one of them, 1777 or 1699. Taking that even further below where you could ever imagine, and this is what you want to do. Call us with your favorites. Again, one only there, that's the super rare, and that would be the most rare of all. So there's an argument to be made that those should be more money than the rest, even when you've got a lot of extra gold, because it's like you're getting 2 earrings in one here and 3 earrings in one here as far as gold content alone, before you get the beautiful stones that are all those rounds. But here's what I'll do instead of even $999. We're on a mission to move jewelry today. We've got 2 hours in literally 39 minutes to do it, and then we're going to get you a great value that does not include even spending $999. Maybe you want to take all 3. Certainly different looks, from more of a stud to a hoop to a more open style triple split hoop, but they're not $899 either. We're going a lot lower for you, and they're $888 for any pair you like. And let me know which one you like the best, and we'll try them on for you. As a matter of fact, I think it's going to be the corner rupees that go first, so 113-1085. Let me just put up the information here and give them a measure so you know, because all the earrings on this wheel, yes. Okay, so 1 pair of the black diamonds gone, 1 pair left. Remember, we have 2 pairs of the black and white diamond hoops, and they're identical. Yes. Corner rupee gone, and there they are, Jason, for you. So you can see they are 3/8 of an inch top to bottom. And the corner rupees, I'm just going to put them up to the ear really, really quickly here while we have the graphic for you, so you can see what that's all about. There they are. So that's the corner rupee that just sold. Congratulations, and we'll go back to the wheel. And we only have 1 pair left of the black and white diamonds. Yeah. Yes, I will. And those black and white diamonds are item number 112-9568. So let me give you a look at those from a distance and give you a measure here. Here are the black and white diamond earrings. Again, only 1 pair left on the black and white diamond earrings. And you can see how they also look like you're getting a twofer, don't they? 2 in 1, don't they? That's fabulous. So a 1/2 inch click closure, hinged at the base, 1/2 inch in size, 1 pair left only. They stay as is, which of course is great because you get two-tone gold. And so I'll try one of those on. It's so easy. Love the all-around clicking closure hoop. And then we'll also try on the rubies, which are so much fun because if you haven't seen them yet, you will start to see that style a lot. I don't know how much you guys pay attention to great designers and things like that and what everyone else is doing outside of the home shopping and TV world, but there's a lot of designers doing what we'll see in the rubies. And do you see this? I want to put it back a little bit. There's that great wave design. It's subtle. So when you see it up front, it might just look like a pretty classic hoop, but then there's that great wave design that they give as well. So it's just a subtle little S-curve to the hoop itself. Let's go back to the wheel, show you again what we have here. 1 pair left in the black and white diamond hoops. And then I want to give you the information on this ruby design, which is, I'm going to make sure I have the right one because they do have a left and a right design. So I like them flaring out away from the face, and that's going to be 112-6793 as I show you how gorgeous this is. This will be a post and butterfly backing. Here's what it looks like with the two-tone gold. That's all 14K. And you can see those bright gleaming rubies that are all diamond cut. They're also a 1/2 inch. But watch when you see them on. When you see them on, you're going to watch how I think it really does look like you got that multiple stacked earring look without having to actually put anything else in. So it's really kind of nifty and kind of clever here. And I don't have the backing, of course, but it gives you an idea of how they look here so you can see. And I'll just prop them forward because there's a lot of glare to that gold, but you can see how that looks. So we'll go back to the wheel and show you again. Just a fun triple hoop look. And it is. It's made like it has 3 different hoops together and only 1 pair left on the black and white diamonds, and then good to go on the rubies. So stay with us here. We got a lot of special deals, but obviously a very, very important value headed your way here for $888. Love that. So let's keep moving. We've got more to show you, and thank you everybody for taking advantage of those diamond earrings. Corner roofing's gone. Yes. Okay, who was it? Nan, you got it. We're going to show the dragonfly brooch pendant next. You got it. That is a huge piece. We're going to start with it on the hand here. Take a look at this. This is where, because honestly up close is going to be challenging because 112-2073, check out this measurement. Still have the earrings going out the door. We'll see who's got those last final few. But this dragonfly is almost 2 inches in top to bottom length, about 1.75 inches there. And then let me show you the width or the wingspan. Here's where you have 3 inches. Wow, it's all solid platinum. It's 1.5 carats in diamonds, so it's also a lot of diamond weight, and a lot of that would be included in that top diamond there, that centralized one individual stone, and then the pave and the secondary wing. You have mirror finished platinum and a brush finished platinum, so I have 1.5 carats, and then I don't think it's 1.5 carats plus the 75. Just, we may have actually, yeah, guys, it's 1.5 carats total. I don't have anything about a 75 pointer. So it may be a 75 point round. Maybe someone decided that a long time ago. I just have 1.5 carats, so I'm going to leave it at that. It's 1.5 carats total, but yes, it's a really good size stone. And so it's our 1.5 carats round white diamond brooch / pendant. I want to show you the bail is right here. So I'm holding it where there's a bail here that goes right behind that larger diamond. Then this is where your pin, I don't know if you can see it very well, but there's your pin, goes right across the wingspan so you can wear it any way you want and you could angle it. Let's show it on the neckline to show you. There's a reference point on the size. It is certainly a larger size here. And then what about on a lapel? What about on your favorite lapel? Your jacket, fall's coming and those jackets are coming back out, right? So it's a great way to go. Let's also show you up close as best I can, because obviously there's only so far back we can zoom, but let's see what you think, just to see the details of the setting of the pave and all of that. Great look there. The luxury of having, and I might even put it upside down because it's the best way to see it right now, just to keep it up close, because I know we love these up close views. So here it is in platinum, stays in platinum. Again, it'll be right out to you, no sizing needed, but just wanted you to see that finishing, that larger diamond here. But we'll go back to the hand for that size reference. Remember, it's about 2 inches and 3/4 is not it. So I don't know, do we have the wrong item number? 207, no, it's right. Just want to make sure, because it wasn't 1 3/4 inches either. So let's go through that again, or was it? Yeah, I mean, maybe, 1 7/8 inches, yeah, about that. And then the wingspan, just to give you a once over on that, that's 3 inches there, thereabouts. I mean, really close there. Yeah, what do you think? 3 inches? 2 7/8, something like that. So pretty broad when you talk about a bigger size of a piece of jewelry. And it's only going to be, I can't believe I'm saying this was $79.99 not all that long ago. And that's why it's here. And now it gets to be so much more affordable, to the tune of $24.99. Yeah, an $8,000 piece just went down under $2,500. Go for it. That is, I don't know. I don't know if that's really, that defies explanation. It's $24.99 for one dragonfly brooch pendant combo there. Yes, you've got this one? All right, I know that came down to the wire there with 2 people talking about it, but that's gone. Congratulations. Let me show you this new one. This is fun. And this, we could be here all day playing Guess That Stone. But then again, the only prize I have is discounts on jewelry, and I do that anyways. So here we are with our very special new, what could that be? What could it be? And by the way, we still have, just to give you a read on the earrings, we're still good on the hoops. Still have the black and white diamond hoops, 1 pair, and then the rubies are good to go. All right, so corner ruping's gone. Thank you on all those earrings. Keep on calling. And then here we are with a very special, what could it be? What do you think? I know immediately now we're thinking probably those zoisites that we've had that are unheated, untraded. Nope, not a sapphire, not a zoisite. This is actually a rare as can be. Is it diaspora? It kind of does look like that. I've taken some of those guesses here off the table. It's actually got a yellow, golden, green, blue color to it. That is tourmaline. So technically it would be a jaunite, because we talk about that yellow color, but really it's got a bicolor element as well. But like we saw with the sapphire earlier that went so quickly, that green blue, this is not a bicolor as we'd be used to seeing. It's not 2 segmented colors. Instead, it's more of a beautiful ombre that is done all naturally. So really, really special there. And that is 113-1273. Brand new right now. Keep on calling on those fabulous earrings. We just have our mandarin garnet and our diamond ring available from from the show, and the ruby earrings. So that's really where, again, things stand so far on a Sunday. And again, speaking of earrings, we have a big diamond blowout coming up. We do have a diamond blowout, that 2.5 carat brand new style of earrings that I will bring to you today. But here is, it's really a bicolor jaunite. It's a multi-stone. It's a 5.5 carat exactly. And it is just, look at this emerald cut, showing off the clarity here as best we can. You've got some very important fancy cut diamonds on the sides, east and west. That's 30 points in the fancy cuts and 25 points the rest of the way. How that's 25 points, I think that's just in air. There's no, listen, look at that. That's a very long stone. You're having to go travel a large perimeter around it to fill that in. Sure, we'll go with it. So 55 points, let's call it a minimum there in the diamond weight, and what an extraordinary stone this is. So again, I know it always needs a little steam cleaning here, but look at that. The clarity is right there. It's on full display when you see that here, and then you've got that great, we didn't interrupt that clarity with anything besides that outer perimeter or just that inside perimeter that creates your undergallery, which makes it comfortable but still allows it to show off the clarity. Now I feel like it's giving a little bit more golden. It is not just yellows and greens, but I feel like I'm seeing even a peachy element. It's fascinating how a tourmaline with blended colors can just look different in different lights. And that is one of the great things about this tourmaline family, is that it's the most diverse color-wise of any. So we think of sapphires as a lot of color. Sure, there are a lot of color options in sapphire, but none is going to rival that of tourmaline, where you get literally thousands of identified colors, and a lot of times, yes, a mix, and that's what's beautiful about this one. But it's also going to be affordable because I'm making it affordable. We want to send it out. We don't want the pieces to be that, okay, I'll never be able to get it. That's now going to the wish list, and maybe one day I'll just think about it and fantasize about it. No, you can get it. And Mary, we have your request coming up. Tahitian pearl earrings are on the way. But let's go ahead and show you what we can do here on this one. Huge blowout, could be getting $11,999, or we can just say no. Brand new piece, like all the brand new pieces have been all week long. They've been going immediately. So instead of $99.99, and this is one of our best, and we're gonna bring it on down to just $2,999. That's it, and that will be all. And then we've got Tahitian pearls. If you're looking for a Tahitian that goes with the one that we started with, these are going to be a little bit darker, Mary, but I do have some beautiful value here for oh, never mind, not for everybody. We only have one pair of each. Okay, so we'll do the Tahitian pearls next. They're in a great stud, and they're not oversized. We'll have the oversized button styles in white pearls. We've got the Tahitians coming up that are on the smaller side, which make it great for an earring. So we will show that, okay? One white, one yellow, even though you won't see the gold color, so it won't matter. But I'm going to show you how the pearls have a slightly different hue. Okay, the yellow we're going to see first here, and let's see who's got this one, because that's one big bargain for a tourmaline there. And then here we go with the yellow gold first. Now they're going to have more green color in the yellow. These feel like a mallard to me. They look like a mallard color, don't they? There's such a beautiful way that they're more green, and then they do have the gold backings with the silicone over them, which just makes them easier to hold on to. And 1130-504. Now here is the white gold option. And you're going, where's the gold? That's the post and the backing. So you're not going to see the gold. So what I would recommend doing is choosing based on the color you like better, because this one certainly has a more deep dark color, and then the other has more of a green color. So green purples here, still a lot of those aubergine tones, but more of green purple there. And then they read a little bit darker, like a charcoal, maybe like, again, getting into a deeper purple green as well. So the white gold's on the right side, the yellow gold's on the left side, and it's 1130-504. It's 18 karat gold. So all that's touching your skin is that 18 karat gold. You do have the 9 millimeters each there. And there's only one pair of each, so that's what you're getting up there, left or right. So that's important. And then if you're not familiar how 9 millimeters looks on the ear, let me show you how that's going to look. I'm just going to choose, I think this one's a lot of fun, and I'm a green-eyed girl, so I'm going to, if there's ever a green option, that's what I'm going to take, especially right in an earring next to the face. So, and you know, everyone always says that, you know, you find, I'm sure the blue-eyed girls know that when you wear blue, everybody's complimenting your eyes. Same for us green-eyed girls. When I wear green, it's just such a good compliment. So tends to bring out that eye color, right? People never notice until you're wearing the color in your wardrobe, or in this case, maybe in a beautiful pearl. So you can see that's the size that we have there for you. And that is going to be, see how they don't look as green when you see them from a distance away, just in the same way that they're natural pearls. So they might have, you know, a subtle blemish or two, but that's not something you see as we're just like a couple feet away. We'll go back to the close-up here, give you a choice of, and oh, they're under $1,000 and not even $999. So making it very affordable. This is going to turn out to be one of the more affordable items we offer today. And they're $499 only. So that'll go very quickly, left or right. And what I'll do is give me the name of whoever wants either, and then I'll make sure that we put your name on it so there's no confusion, because it might be otherwise tougher for our jewelry department to realize what's yellow, what's white. So we'll just make that really easy for you, okay? So let me know if you want the more green, which is the yellow gold to be exact, and then if you want the white gold, which is on the right side, which is that deeper, still has a green, purple, aubergine element. They both do. They're just reading slightly different, and again, natural pearl. So again, I always get a kick out of, I was just talking about yesterday, I get a kick out of people who go, oh my gosh, this is 10 power magnification. So, you know, yes, what you see is not what you're gonna see. I mean, this is the point. We do everything close up for a reason. Otherwise, we put 80 pieces on a wheel and sit a mile away and just let you kind of guess what they look like and wait till you see it at home. Instead, we get really, really up close so you know everything there is to know about your gems, your diamonds, your pearls, and your jewelry designs before it gets there, because then you know what you're getting. And that to me is important. So it really is a wise way to go. $4.99, let me know what your favorite is. Yeah. Oh, sure, they're gonna look about the same from a distance. I know, this is gonna be wild here. This is gonna be a testament to, let's show the white gold and the darker up against the ear so you can see here what we're talking about. See how, yeah, there's not a huge difference when you start to see them from further away. They just have a similar, and again, 9mm is a good size. If you need a measurement as far as a ruler goes, I'm happy to do that for you. So we'll do that next here, and you can see the measurement. If you're going, I don't know what a millimeter is, that doesn't help me. My ruler at home doesn't have that. Here's what it looks like. So that's about, yeah, really close to, yeah, about 3/8 of an inch in diameter overall, and they are round pearls. So let me know which one you prefer. I think we're just going on, do you want darker or lighter? It's gonna be a subtle difference here. And so that's how I would choose. They're both gonna read as beautiful pearls, but again, up close, I know it may look pretty glaring as far as the difference. Really from a distance, not a whole lot of difference there in your pearl choices. Thank you. We've got Ellie's request coming up. Oh, this is from yesterday, I believe. Same one, right? Did she, oh, we showed this for yesterday. Did she miss it, or is this a different one? Slightly different. Okay, good. So we've got another option for you, Ellie. It's going to be more money, but you know, we'll show it. And then we'll have, if you need to see yesterday's, again, they're very similar. So I might just go ahead and show you the differences, because this one, for whatever reason, is a little bit more money than the one I had yesterday. And then Vicky, we have, oh, it sounds like it's an indicolite day. So we've got a couple requests coming up. They're all for indicolite. So I know this one's doing its own thing over here, but let me know which one you like. That was for Mary's request, and I'm sorry, Mary, if that was the same Mary who's trying to match up the pearl from earlier, they don't. These are a little bit darker than the silvery that we had in the ring. All right, so now we're gonna go with, this one is, Ellie, take a look. This is a very similar look. The styling is similar. It's got a little more elongated stone, as memory serves. Yesterday's was a little bit more of a traditional emerald cut. I will show them side by side if it helps. This is 1404, so 113, 1404. Yes. Okay, so that, just so you know, make sure it's white gold and give me their names so I will help Ping and the jewelry department decipher which is which. Okay, so, oh good, well that was Mary. All right, so Mary, I'm gonna put your name on those so there's no confusion. Otherwise, I could see someone being confused on that. So I will put them aside for you, and then we have for everybody else, if you're looking for the pearls, we have that more green variety in the yellow gold still available. So keep that in mind, okay? So one pair left, and thank you so much, Mary, and then I've got your name on those, so you should get the proper pair there. Okay, here's our 1 carat 29 ultra neon. I got to give it a good cleaning here, because this one I didn't pre-clean because it wasn't expected in the show, but I will show it side by side with yesterday's. This one happens to be, well, it's 18 karat gold with the 129. It does have the 13 points in the tapered baguettes, and then it also has the diamonds the rest of the way around it. That's 18. Here is yesterday's for the record, which is actually, okay, it is a slightly smaller carat weight, but take a look, very similar. What do you think? That's the 104. That's just, again, the mountings are identical. It's just about which stone do you ultimately love. This one's gonna give you a tad bit more carat weight. This one's the 129 because it's more elongated. This one's wider though. Traditional, they look about the same if you account for the difference in width versus length. So to be clear, that's the 104, this is the 129. And this one, well, this is the one we just brought out. It's $26.99, and this one from yesterday is $24.99. So just a matter of whichever one you prefer there, but there is a $200 difference, and I think for the only 20 points or so difference, or quarter carat or so difference, I would probably consider just getting whichever one you like the best as far as the color, although they're very similar. Now, when we actually show it up to eye level, you can see here what they each do. That's the option one there, look at that. And then here, this one I feel like gives a little more blue. Just really, I mean, we're splitting hairs here, but I do feel like that gives, hold on, let me see if I can get really ambidextrous here and just show you both at the same time at the same angle. See that? See how the left side is giving a little more green, and I feel like the right side is giving a little more blue. So, and now on a spinning wheel. Yeah, I don't know. And again, $24.99, $200 less for the right side. So, Ellie, those are for you. And then this is going to feel like a theme. Vicky said, how about indicolite earrings? I got them. So these are really, let me see if they're true indicolites, though, because they're listed as the Lagoon, which is, it's a descriptor for blue-green. Yep, that's the, wow, that's really good. This is a perfect match to the rings. So we will see the earrings coming up next. Thank you, Vicky, for that request. And then keep those requests coming. But, Ellie, let us know if you have any preference. Those are, the diamond weights are, really, are they exactly the same? No. See, that's where guys, I think that one's wrong here on this one. The 129 is also more diamond weight, because this one's, the mountings are pretty identical except for more diamonds down the sides here. So, whatever. But anyway, you're actually getting more diamond weight on the carat 04 by a long ways. So it's 16 points on the tapered baguettes and 35 points. So you're getting more diamond weight on the carat 04, and again, it's less money. So on the right side, it's $15.20 if you want the information for you. Still the 18 karat white gold, all of that still stays in the white gold, and then I can try them on side by side, but those should be gone. Then we'll get to the earrings that match. But $15.20 is going to be for all your information on the right side. You're going to see the 104 pop up. You're going to see the diamond weights. It's 16 on the tapered baguette, so they're larger. You've got the 35 points because, again, more diamonds down the sides. So that's going to be our $24.99. That's the way I would go. That's just me. A little more blue, a little more diamond weight, and to me, a traditional emerald cut. A little wider than the other one, so it gives just as much look despite it being maybe shorter. So that's where I would go. But again, here's what they look like side by side. Here's the carat 04 versus the carat 29. Let me show them here together. Yes. Okay, so the 104 is gone, which is here. So just showing you there what they look like side by side. Pretty darn close, aren't they? So that 104 is gone. That'll be $15.20, and then we'll show you $14.04. And let me know who that was, if it was our requester, or if we need to keep working for her to find what she's looking for. And then we've got also the earrings on the way, which are 113, $17.80 coming up. How about this? A match in the earring, only a drop, and you get two of them, and oh my goodness, here we go. 1780s 18 karat gold, and again, that's really designed to go as a set. So if you're lucky enough to pick up one of the rings there, I think you might want to really seriously consider the earrings as well. It's just one pair, and I'm going to try to move them. There we go. Look at that color matching there. Very exceptional. And 113 1780 is going to have 258 of the emerald cuts. And also, you happen to be getting 19 points in the kite cuts and 44 points in the diamonds here. And a beautiful drop, not too lengthy, not overly so, but there is a great simple lever back style, so it makes it very, very wearable. And we're busy on the phone line, so we have a little backup on the phone line. So again, we see you. Thank you for your patience. We are going to be with you shortly here, I hope. And then here's what I'll do, showing them from a distance first. And thank you for all the requests, and let's keep those coming. Here's what they look like from a distance away, so you can get a general idea of the size. Here's the more specific idea. Was that Ellie by any chance who got that in Nicolay? No. Catherine, thank you, Catherine. All right, so we'll keep working on Ellie's request. But there we have an 1 3/8 top to bottom. So yeah, 1 1/4 is what's labeled. I would say they are, yeah, 1 3/8 to be specific. And then here's what I'll do. Try them on, give you a better look, and then we'll see them out the door for, whoa, this is a great price. Really important indicolites. You know how rare they are. Tougher to get true indicolites. I'm a stickler about what is an indicolite and what is not an indicolite. And while everyone else will tell you a green is an indicolite, that is just not true. It's got to be really this particular kind of color. And then the sheen that they give, given that cutting, is so important. So you're going to love the way they move and the way they play in the light. And they're going to be, let's bring them down from that 88 and do a lot better in price tag. And then take another look at them up close. And that's full piercing coverage there. Great look in that amazing design. And blowing them out right now for under $5. They're $49.99. $99 only. I don't know why. Look at that magic trick that I'm doing. I don't know why that one sticks every time, but here we are with that. It's doing it again. I don't know. I'm not even holding on to it. It's an interesting little thing there. And then we've got more requests on the way. Hi, Dolores. Hi, Donna. Thank you for your requests as well. We'll get those in, except that one's now leaning a little bit. So there we go, getting you the right angle. So you can, never mind. It doesn't want to sit now. It's just, this one's just being ornery, isn't it? It says, I wasn't prepared for this. I didn't want to go on the air and be discounted. So there are your Indicolite earrings, $49.99. Grab those if you love them. Let's do, we've got a pair of earrings here. Oh, they look familiar. Dolores, we've got the recap from yesterday. Perfect. Donna, then, we've got the Russian demontoid here for you. So let's take a look here, and then we'll give Donna a look at her demontoid, and then let me know on those earrings. And here comes the round. Wow, this just always strikes me as one of those incredible stones that I just can't stop staring at. Mother Nature's best here on full display. Thank you again for that request. Keep them coming because we got a whole lineup here, but would love nothing more than to bring out exactly what you're looking for or something close to what you're looking for. And maybe it'll be exactly what you're looking for. That's the idea. But here is our Russian demontoid 113-1271. And here is our 73 point. I just had this, I feel like it was last weekend. And it's just a beauty, isn't it? That's what you call neon. The best and brightest of the neon glow right there. 73 points and 72 points. That is the center stone versus the diamond weight. And it also is, well, it's also a really, really, really good stone that's always considered a much larger size than most demontoids. So this is a stone that doesn't come in larger sizes as a typical opportunity. It's usually 10 points is considered large. So a whole different deal here when you're getting a nearly 3/4 carat in the round with the neons. Beautiful mounting. That's a classic as well. And then here's what it looks like on the hand. Oh, yes, yes, yes. This is so wild. And you can do any gold color you'd like as well. So that's also a great chance to really customize it, make it your own, get exactly what you're looking for. But white, yellow, rose, isn't that just the screaming bright green? No other stone really gives this particular neon green. We think of all the green stones, from tourmalines to emeralds to the corner rupines we see earlier. It's just nothing does what demontoid does. And here's your chance to pick it up in your favorite gold color. And it will not be. This is what I love. It's not even $3,000. That's the blowout of all time. This is one of the world's rarest. I mean, it's always up there in the top 5 of one of the rarest stones you can ever get. And what a special piece this is. And again, choosing your size, your gold color, all of that, getting the free shipping every single day, every single item. That's an extra bonus. And yet it's $26.99 instead. For a huge Russian demontoid that, by the way, will have the horsetail inclusion, but not an inclusion you see with the naked eye. You're going to need to get out that jeweler's loop, and it's going to have to be even maybe a little higher powered than our magnification on camera here to really see that horsetail inclusion. But $26.99 is very important value for a huge demontoid and a lot of diamonds. That's also considered a classic mounting, one of the signature styles, and that is outstanding. So let me know if you like that one, and we'll help you out there. And then we've got, are you ready for the diamond stud recap? Luckily, we have a pair left, which is kind of shocking. I was not expecting that. And here they are. I know it's Saturday. You know, yesterday was a Saturday. It's a busy Saturday when it's summertime. So we're going to recap them for Dolores. And the good news is here, there might be several of you thinking about this diamond stud from yesterday. Now, I will mention again, there is an important diamond earring today that is going to give you a larger carat weight among 7 stones per earring. So a cluster style. So that would be another opportunity if you don't want to get the one single stud, meaning this is the classic, you know the 2 carats are rare. It's 1 carat in each ear, just to be clear, because a lot of people, you know, have to understand that diamond earrings are always listed as a total carat weight. So you cut that in half and that's your individual stone. It's 1 carat each. 113-1499 is the item number. And yes, this will look familiar if you were with me yesterday. And for those of you that weren't, well, it's the highlight of our week. And it happens to be last call. And we have 2 options. Gold, yes, but white or yellow. Screwbacks, if you prefer them, I recommend that highly. Get the screwbacks, please, because it just prevents, well, I can't say it totally prevents, but it will give all likelihood that those are going to stay right where they should be on your ear and not get lost, as sometimes a butterfly backing, which is less secure, can do. So here's our chance to pick them up. And again, our big special from yesterday. Thrilled that they're here again today. Thank you, Dolores, for the request. I know a lot of people have been thinking about them. Like I said, just for comparison, I'll show you, we'll flash what would be a bigger diameter. Remember at the beginning of the show, I told you we would have a bigger diameter. That's what I'm talking about. So if you are okay with not a traditional stud, but more of a cluster style with 7 stones per, and you want to do it that way, you can do that later. That's going to be our special today. And it is going to be, because it's still large stones, but they're smaller than the individual studs, it's going to be a little bit more affordable. So it's always nice to have options, isn't it? Always good to have options, always good to have an opportunity to get you what you need, whatever you feel like. Sometimes we want a bigger diameter. These are 3/8 of an inch, which also translates in millimeter size to 6.5, because that's where 1 carat diamonds are anywhere usually between 6 and 6.5 millimeters in diameter. So that's how they operate. And so you know that as a rule. If you ever, like if you end up with a diamond in, let's say, an estate piece and you're not sure what the carat weight is, you can usually, by measuring the millimeter size, it can give you a good idea of what your actual carat weight is. So take a look here, and yet I think, well, I know we have, is it still 1 pair? Okay, so these are going to go very quickly. Yeah, that's going to be a quick one to go here. But we had the incredible value that you might recall back 8 years ago. They were $7,000 for the same exact size in stud. Now they're not. And things have changed in 8 years, and not always for the better as far as price tag on anything in this world. We're making these stud earrings $3,999. They're virtually half, almost. While everything else is going crazy, they are virtually half of what they've been 8 years ago when we had them first. So, and I was standing here selling them, and they tended to be, it was a memorable moment because they are the largest we've had ever. And now they're here for just $39.99. Last pair, white or yellow, because again, we didn't bother to set them all because we didn't know. Would you all want yellow? Would you all want white? This is where I recommend the white gold, but again, go with what you wear the most of. It's really not something you're gonna see as much as you see just the diamonds. Double basket, beautiful screw back style. Takes a little more effort to put them on. You are going to thread that backing onto the post as opposed to just pushing it on, but that's what gives you that extra security. And again, bracelet lovers, we got a 6.5-inch bracelet in sapphires and diamonds. We also have a large 8-inch all diamond and gold bracelet. So we do have you covered on the bracelet front today, but that is so exciting. And again, there's no value out there. And for everybody who wants to debate it all day long, there is no better value than what we have here for you in diamonds. And again, natural diamonds, because even when, this is what a lot of people are struggling with right now, is even when you've got the more affordable, like lab grown options, which are kind of taking over the world right now, there's no doubt, they are something that usually are given as an alternative, because this is what's really, really hard to afford any other time. If you don't have TVON and you don't have our connections and our values, it's really, really tough to get 2 carats in diamonds in a fine quality. Usually they would be completely brown. We're talking about riddled with inclusions, lots of carbon spots. And this is a bigger stone where, listen, if it's a 25 pointer, you're not gonna see much. If they're really bad diamonds, it's a smaller diamond. The bigger the diamond gets, the more easily you're gonna see inclusions if they're there. So it becomes, I think, even more of a priority to get higher quality when you've got bigger stones. Part of why they get so expensive. Part of why they're like the ultimate holy grail of fine jewelry wish list items. Now they're here for $39.99. We'll take a last look at them, and we got a last pair, and I don't think they're gone yet. So that's your last call there. And then we've got those bigger versions coming up today, which are going to be multiple stones together, 7 stone styles that'll give you a larger overall diameter. So that's going to be fun too if you want to stick around. They're coming today, and they're going to be the really fabulous cluster style. So they'll have 2.5 carats in diamonds, and they will be more affordable. So that's coming. So make sure you stay with us. And Donna, let me know if you want to see a different demontoid, or if that other demontoid is in fact gone. We'll find out. And then let me know what your requests are, because we're caught up with those, and we have more on the way. But already hour number 1 almost done. Did you pick something up, Jason, or just a request? Okay, so we got more requests coming, and these do have those larger backings for you as well. So we'll take a look here. Let me show you this backing. So you can just see they look a lot like butterfly backings, because the mechanism that you're going to thread is inside. So they're going to look a lot like a traditional backing, albeit oversized. They have that nice flat portion there, which once they are threaded on are going to be incredibly comfortable and also supporting those larger stones as you need, okay? And we still have our yellow tourmaline, by the way. So there's one of our new ones that's still available if you want that gorgeous multicolored Jonite tourmaline. We have our big bracelets coming up. The bracelets are amazing, especially this one with 8 inches of gold. Yeah. Now, the links in diamonds are going to sit primarily on top. There are 6 complete links of diamonds, but that's the bracelet that's 8 inches, which we don't see very often. As a matter of fact, I can't remember the last time we saw a link style with 8 inches in length. And the funny part to me was it's listed as 7 inches, and I knew, because I handle a lot of jewelry, so I knew it was longer than that by looking at it. Sure enough, 8 inches, but it's priced like it's 7. And that's really important as well. So 113-0299 is here, and I want to zoom back just a little bit, and then you'll see it on the wrist, of course. But this is not just a diamond bracelet in a large length. It also is a lot of diamond weight as well, and it's chunkier, it's heavier. This is not a tiny link. You'll see it on. It is a carat 61 in diamonds in 113-0299. It's solid 14 karat gold, stays in the white gold, and it is, in fact, 8 inches exactly. So it's got a fold under style closure. I'm going to show that to you, but wait till you see the width of this bracelet because it's got a really nice size to it. Here it is. Okay, so when you put it on, and this is one side, so you see that oval shaped link is going to continue. And then one side is the clasp. You're going to fold that right on over. So it's really simple and easy, but look at it here. So you've got total of 6 different links in the middle so that really when you've got it on, it's going to look just like that. Do you see how the links are really meant to go across the wrist here? So that's important as well. They've really thought that out. Obviously going all the way around would be a bit more pricey, but this is where put the diamonds where they count. Put the diamonds where they're going to be seen. And again, 8 inches. So drawing your attention again, for those of you that say, wait a minute, that's what I'm always asking for that never seems to be there. Here you go. And priced like a 7 inch, so you're going to have a lot of extra gold for free here. Let's go back up close and show you again what this does and how beautiful those white diamonds are. Oh, by the way, you could also reverse it if you wanted a different look, just putting that out there. If you wanted to, it's got a great seamless and solid finishing of mirror finished gold. So you could reverse it. But also I think that's just good to know. Let's say you're going, no, thank you. I would never reverse it. I would never hide my diamonds. I am right there with you. I completely agree. However, still nice to know that you have that smoothness on the inside. You have that smooth mirror finish 14 karat gold. That's really important. So we've got the one only. I know we're all intimidated by the fact that solid gold, heavy style, bigger links, looks like a pricey piece. Would be a pricey piece. Not exactly today because we're blowing it out. We know that it is a little more of a Cinderella moment because we've got only the one and the length has to stay. And so for anybody who wears a 6 or a 7, not going to work for you. It's going to just be for our 8 inch gals. Or, I mean, my goodness, there's a lot of us that would love to have a little extra, like let's say it's a 7.5, so you like a little drape. If, you know, everyone's got a different preference on how they like their jewelry to fit, and especially when it comes to bracelets. Sometimes we like it more snug, sometimes we like it a little more loose so it free floats and maybe has a little bit of drape even down the hand. We don't want it coming off, but draping down the hand. I wear a 7 inch bracelet in a link style typically, 6 3/4 or 7. But I could still wear this and it would just have a little more drape down here as opposed to sitting right up here. That makes sense. So if you wear a 7, 7.5, 7 3/4, you could still definitely buy this bracelet and get that great value that's built in here. All right, so let's go ahead and show you again what it's all about. And I feel sneeze coming on. Excuse me. So that's good. I'll get that out of the way. But here we are with the one and only, and it's not even $10,000. Or $99.99. And again, I'll come in even closer so you can see these beautiful diamonds. And I only have one 8 inch bracelet in the place, and it's right here. So this is the time to get it, and it's not even $4,999. And remember, it's priced like it's a 7 inch because it's literally in the description as a 7 inch, and it's not. So that is fantastic. And yet, I'll take it even lower and it'll be gone. And we already have a couple people talking about it. I don't think that's any surprise because this is what we just don't bring all that often. It's not because we can't, it's because, or we don't want to, it's because we usually cannot with the kind of gold pricing the way it is and all of that. So take advantage of it and wear it every single day. It's a beautiful stack piece, but honestly, I think it needs to just, I think it deserves the spotlight. It's a standalone. Wear this and this alone and you're going to be very impressed. But let's do it for $3,999 instead. That sounds better, and it is better, and it's just a whopping amount of that 8 inches of gold instead of the 7 inches, which we usually see. So huge value there. And then don't forget about those diamond studs. And I think at this point, everyone says, well, I'll just wait. Let me go ahead and shop the studs after I see the new 2.5 carat cluster earrings that I have. And then again, if you want to go diamonds and sapphires, here's my 6.5 inch bracelet that I have today, which is a different price tag. Yes. So yes, let me get you the width here. You know what, I meant to do that too. So let me put it on the wrist here and then see if I can maneuver our ruler here to give you an idea. Again, this is a little bowl that I'm in, so I'm going to do it upside down because it's a little easier that way. And then we'll be able to look at it together. I know this looks very awkward because it is, because what you don't realize is there's a little bowl. So it is, I would say the width is actually 5/8, wouldn't you? Is that right? It's weird when it's upside down. Over a quarter, not quite a half. 3/8? Yes. 3/8. A little over half, not quite, and a little over a quarter, not quite a half. But it's on a wrist. This is my wrist. It's a human wrist, so hopefully, and just even this one, which is way more money, look at the difference here. Look at the difference in how these work. Uh-oh. Here's the difference. Now that sapphire piece is not inexpensive. That's not $4,000, but you can see here, this sapphire piece is more like 30, but you can see this is still going to be wider. Obviously not as much stone weight as here, but you can see the difference, okay? So it definitely is a lot more wider than most bracelets we have, by far bigger than any tennis bracelet we have. I don't have a tennis bracelet or anything actually in bracelets that's quite this wide. That'll be our longest and our widest, and it's only $39.99. So, and if you want to know about the sapphire, again, it's a little more limited as well. It's only 6.5 inches, but that'll work for some of you. So if you'd like to know more about the sapphire and diamond piece, happy to bring that to your attention and give you a detailed presentation if 6.5 inches works for you. Let's go back to the close-up here. Yeah, that sapphire is gorgeous, isn't it? It's amazing. Here it is. The bracelet is verifying right now. We'll see who's got it, and then we're on our way, and the top of the hour is, oh, it's here. It just arrived. So top of the hour is hanging out. We've got our last 2 hours of our week, and we've got a great way to start with some, do we want to see the turquoise? The studs, the new studs that are the cluster style are going to be here, I'm thinking bottom of this hour. So just 30 minutes away, we'll bring those out, literally 24 hours after our 2 carat studs debuted. And then I do want to show you, I got to flash this. This is a really important copper bearing purple tourmaline. Wow, that is, whoa, that should be about $50,000 and it's not. So that's going to be a wild one. That's a huge 680. I would say it looks even larger, but let's see who's got our bracelet. And you know what? I can do this too. I can get you a gram weight if you need it. So let's just do that really quickly. Why not? Might as well. So that hold still, and we'll make sure that we get your gram weight on this, because why not? I mean, you guys want to know, right? It is solid and all finished on the inside, as you saw there, all the way around. So, you know, it's just good to know. I mean, I could estimate it, or we can just go ahead and get it for you. Thank you. So you'll know exactly what you're getting into. Let's go ahead and talk, because I can't size it, right? Can't shorten it, can't lengthen it. So we'll be able to give you an accurate gram weight there. And then guess what? Look at this trillion. Here's our trillion blue wing with a fingerprint. So I'll work on polishing that. We'll get you a really special look at these earrings coming up at the bottom of this hour. So that's our 2.5 carat. Remember I mentioned the 7 stone clusters, 14 stones overall? They're still huge stones, but they're going to be a more affordable price tag. Yeah, so we're gonna have those for you, and yes, you'll get to. But that would be a great alternative to, let's say, the studs, if you want even bigger, because the studs were huge, but you know, 1 stone can only get so big. So that'll be a really big look. Look at this. You want to talk big studs? Here we go. This is the pearl earring. And that is freshwater cultured pearls here, 113, 1360, and they'll do that. They'll roll, they'll move, much like our Tahitians did. Wow, this is such a pretty look at them though, because you see the luster they have. And by the way, if anybody's curious about the bracelet, it has about 15 grams of gold. So we just converted that for you and weighed it on our gem scale, but converted it to about 15, which is about a half an ounce. It's about 31 grams per ounce. That's about a half an ounce. And then here we go. And by the way, anything that's considered over, this is usually the metric we use, if anyone's curious, what's considered weighty, because if you're just like newer to the jewelry world, or just maybe you love jewelry, but you just don't know how it equates in gram weights, because obviously there's a lot going on about gold, and it's been the focal point of the jewelry industry for a long time, and not necessarily in a good way. What I really want to mention is that there's usually a metric that we tend to use in the jewelry business overall that considers anything heavier to be about a gram per inch. So that's an 8-inch bracelet. So you figure if it was 8 grams, that would be considered a good hefty weight. That's 15, so double. So it definitely is. Again, everyone always says to me, is that heavy? Again, it just kind of depends. I mean, you know, it's like everyone's got a different idea, but when you see that bracelet from a distance, I don't know, Jason may already have it, but it's got the really easy, I love the closure because it's even easier than like an insert. And technically you could even wear it smaller, because you could technically use a link that's outside the largest, but you can see here on me, it's gonna give a little extra drape, but if you want that bracelet, 15 grams in the 14 karat, again, smooth on the backside, which is so important because I have literal scars from bracelets that have pinched me over the years. This is not gonna do that. And it was so easy to put on, I did it right in front of you, so without even looking. So it's definitely a great bracelet. So $39.99 on that one. Here comes, and don't forget those studs are coming up, but these are our pearl studs, and then we'll do our diamond clusters for you. But let's take a look at these. Oh, I love them. They're so sizable. 18 karat gold again. We have yellow or white here. Remember how we had the one option of each in the Tahitians? Well, here's where you're getting, oh, I love this. This is 13 to 14 millimeters. That's one of the largest sizes we're ever gonna see in a pearl stud, or any pearl for that matter. And you also have, let's see, 13 to 14, white or yellow. That's it, basic. And then yes, I've got the backings on here to show you. This is still gold on the inside. Let me put it right in front of you. You can see there's still gold on the inside of that silicone backing. I'll take it off, but this is where you've got the silicone over it. Again, gives it a much easier grip and feel. Also is gonna give it more support when they're on. So that's gonna be exciting. And then we'll measure them for you, and I'll pop one on. And then, oh, this just feels so elegant. Like I feel like this gives that whole classy girl Parisian. I have like a whole Parisian thing going on today. I was feeling very Parisian today. Just wanted to feel like, you know, everything but the beret, like I'm walking through Paris, and that's one day. It's one day, but you know, not today, but you can still feel that way and dress that way. Look at that, that is huge. So here we are, they're over ½ an inch in diameter. They are so beautiful, aren't they? Because you can see the luster even from a distance. And then we have the look, well, I'm gonna try to put one on here because we got the backing, so we'll do that. And then here's what we've got for price tag. And you are gonna choose yellow or white, even though it really doesn't matter because you're not gonna see any of the gold when they're on. I just still want you to have your choice of why not. We have both. They're in the 18 karat gold. That's hugely important, so less reaction if you're sensitive to alloys. That's a lot of us where we can wear gold, but it's the alloy because you're not wearing pure gold usually. 24 karat gold's too soft to make jewelry out of. Seriously, one of the most gorgeous, look at that. That is so pretty, and you know that piercing has seen better days, and you all are begging me to go get it, like, you know, go under the knife and get it fixed, and I will one day when I got nothing else to do. But take a look. I'm not one for that kind of stuff. But here's what we have for you. But you know, when you're doing this on TV, and you know, you got to have a good piercing, I guess. But take a look at that. That's a beautiful big size, and doesn't that feel, yes, only for the primary piercing, please, but doesn't that feel just high-end, luxury, so classic and beautiful? Let's go back to the reel. Take a look at that luster. Let's make sure that they go so affordable. Oh, Tony, would you serenade me with the accordion? Is that what you're saying? Do you have an accordion, Tony? If you do, we're going to have you bring that in on Wednesday, and we'll get a little serenade live, a little music. We've always wanted music in the background, always. But here we are with our fabulous, fabulous pearls. Let's blow them out for $499, and you choose your gold. So easy. And by the way, that was the same price as the Tahitians that I had that were 9 millimeters earlier today. So that to me is a big old value, and we'll give them 60 seconds. And then yes, we do have the purple Paraíba. Yes, we do. And I know, and you can almost smell the fresh baguettes and croissants. Yes, the patisserie. Yes, you can. Oh, to be there. But anyway, that's on the list. It's on the list. hey, I renewed my passport. I got it yesterday. So I'm free to go. I'm free to get on a plane and go. For the first time in a minute, yep, I'm free. So here we are, and that is gonna be our pearl earring. Definitely having a moment, pearls are. And if anyone wants that bracelet, I think that bracelet, Jason, you're not taking the bracelet yet? Or, oh, wait a minute, hold on. Okay, I better take it off then. Might not be my bracelet to wear anymore. So that one shall be, I think it's gone. We're checking, but here are the pearls. Diamonds and pearls, always have the diamonds and pearls, and they look so good together too, so that's gonna look great. I just think sometimes we need that. There's always, especially when you're wearing like ivories or any kind of like those ivory neutral tones, pearl, whether it's gray tweed, pinstripes, not probably today, but in a couple months you might break out the beautiful, like the high-waisted jacket with the peplum, you know, and that you belt it with a big chunky belt and you put on that great pearls, maybe you do the draping pearls. And if you do draping pearls in the necklace wear, you can't have a big bulky earring with it. That's the policy. Bigger necklace, smaller earring. Bigger earring, smaller or no necklace. That's how you should balance it usually. That's what we typically do. So if you need a classic pearl earring, there it is, but it still makes a statement. You know, it's not the little seed pearl that no one's gonna see. So that is fabulous. Let's move on. We also have, the diamond that's here is 1.5 carats today. And very excited about it. It has a little bit of body color to it, but it is a white diamond that has something that I want to look at a couple different ways here. I just want to show you something we hardly ever see. It's a huge diamond. Now I'm going to show it to you on, and I want you to evaluate it that way. So see that diamond ring? That's going to be 113-1489. I'm going to open it up to your calls and your requests. Tell me if you love it, because that's going to be the largest diamond in a white diamond I've ever had. Is it white, decolored? No. Everything's going to show a little body color when you're at 10 power magnification. This is about 2 feet away. So when you talk about 1.5 carat diamond, I could bring you a D color, but then it would be hundreds of thousands. Instead, I went with the Great VS quality, that's the clarity, and there's a slight bit of body color that's only going to really be seen when it's up close. Let me show you. Here it is. So if this is of interest and you want a larger diamond, this is the way to go. It's not deep enough or saturated enough to be a true yellow, but it is a light body color. So it just has, again, that beautiful way to, don't see that from a distance away, so it gives you more affordability on 1.5 carat oval diamond that would otherwise be obscene, and you've got 48 points in diamonds around it. So if anybody's interested, it's something new. It's something we don't have ever, because we've not had 1.5 carat oval diamond in a white, or again, a slightly, like I would say, just a little bit of body color to it, but it's something to consider with the 48 points in diamonds around it. So that is something here if you're looking for a great way to score a bigger diamond at a smaller price. That's what I would recommend. We also do have, bottom of the hour coming up, is going to be the white diamond earrings that we're debuting today. We also have turquoise and zircon, and a lot of fabulous markdowns on some really chic tourmalines. So we've seen some good tourmalines already today by request. I've got a bunch of them coming up on a wheel, but first things first, I have this really heavy savarite ring. It's not just a bigger stone, but it's actually got this really, I love it. It looks almost like, I don't know, it reminds me of almost a angel wing design in a way, or eagle wings, you know, when you see those eagle wings, or this feels like this could go very glam or very edgy. Like it feels either way. It almost looks like a tattoo element, or like a really cool emblem you'd see on like a concert tee, you know, for somebody, you know, great rock band. It just has this really cool edginess about it while it's still a really wide band, and that's cleaned up, so now it looks even better. It's item number 1130350. It just is different, and yet, yeah, there's a little bit of the Wonder Ring element with that subtle chevron shape it has, but just a standalone ultimate piece in platinum. Carat 24 is the size of that savarite, elongated oval, and it has 66 points in the diamonds as well. One only here, great platinum mounting, quite heavy, as platinum always is, especially when you just stock up like that. It's a really nice feel. And then looks 2 different ways depending on how you wear it. I'm gonna show it on the hand here very quickly. This is one way to wear it. I've got it pointing away from the hand. You could certainly, I think that just, I don't know, something about it looks great. And you see how it's just subtle, how it points. It's not gonna be a dramatic chevron style. It just feels like that subtle curve. And then, it's a teeny size right now, but I'm gonna blow it out for you. in the platinum. We're going to give this away. It's got a new markdown. It's a one only. Tsavorite is one of the rare garnets in the world. You know that. So it's not something we see all the time, especially in a carat plus. And this is the 124. And blowout time is here. It's no longer $59.99. Mega value right now. Plus we have tanzanite still to come. Great classic new design is here. Hoop earrings are here that are affordable. Turquoise, the diamond earrings, the studs that are not studs are coming up in about 15 minutes. But this one's gonna be, less than $2,000. We're just gonna wow you here. Not $19.99, not $18.88. It gets better, but we only have the one. And again, stays in platinum. We'll size it for you. Great diamonds around it. But it will not be $18.88 or $17.99. Who knows loose stones? If you do, that loose stone needs to be more than the price tag is at. So it's where value meets quality and nobody can touch it. And it's going to be yours if you call me very quickly. Let's do $1,777 for the big Tsavorite one only. And if anybody has questions about the emerald I'm wearing, you can call me and ask. We're going to try to get it under 100 grand today. We're going to try. And it's a 8 carat 63 Colombian, not Zambian, Colombian. Very excited about that. So here we are. Who's got the Tsavorite? That's a 1-in-1 alone. That's going to fly. And then I'm very excited about this copper bearing purple. It's so funny because it looks to me, I would have guessed 12 carats on this. Anybody else? I mean, especially when you see it on the hand, I would have guessed easily. Don't you think? This is one of those ultra deceiving stones. That is crazy. And if I had a 12 carat purple copper bearing, it would be in the $30,000 range. This one's actually a 680. Still a huge size, but looks even larger. And it's got that rich, true purple color. Love this one. Lots of diamond weight as well, a carat 29. So that's going to be coming in the show. Make sure you stay with us for that. We're about 15 minutes away here from the diamond earrings that I know we're all waiting on. That Tsavorite should be gone. And then let's get to, this is brand new. And this is really something special here. We have a tanzanite, but I really think we need, hold that thought on the brand new sapphire. Let's just show, I just heard somebody say, do you have hoops that are affordable? Because I heard that. Yes, I do. Here we go with the white diamond hoops. Now, this is done in a unique way. This is all done in baguettes, nothing else. It is the only, I know how much we're loving the yellow gold here, and so let me polish all these up for you and try them on. But this is, okay, just our final few pairs. And it is a solid yellow gold mirror finish in the back, or you get that line of diamonds up front, which are all the baguettes. And it's 1129218. And this is such a chic, glamorous, upgraded look. Let's say you know how there's a sophistication to baguettes and emerald cuts, I believe. And that is where you get, for the first time, and the only time in a hoop, all of these baguettes singularly, not with rounds, just giving this perfect waterfall effect of diamonds up front in a size that's very wearable. Here's the white gold, and let me measure them for you. There's a 52-point diamond weight, all 4 baguettes, each earring, so they end up looking, imagine that you just love mirror finishing in gold. I know a lot of us do. There you have the 5/8 of an inch top to bottom. This is the easiest style. Look at this flip down Omega style. Couldn't be easier, and it stays open. So you're not wrestling with it because there's that great hinge that's called the resistant hinge there. So it just flips up, doesn't touch the post. So you don't need to worry about one day your post is bent a little bit one way or the other. It's just easy, easy, easy. You pop them on, straight post, flip that backing back up, and you are good to go. And we are looking at one of our very, very best here in value, and it's really tough to make earrings going forward this kind of price, especially when it's the finer, the higher end of diamonds. You see how when I give any subtle movement, how they just light up. There's such a pronounced way that baguettes look that you don't get with other stones because of that great mirror finishing they have. It's like you're looking straight into the looking glass here, like a mirror in sunlight, I always say, where it just really gives you a beautiful and perfect reflection. And that's so elegant, and you just put them on every day, wear them and enjoy them. Let's go back up close. And they're so easy to put on and take off. But we only have a few available in the white or the yellow, and they are ready to go. We're talking about ready to ship tomorrow. So you don't have to wait for them to be made, nothing like that. They're just here, and they are at the ready, and they are ready to be gifted or worn every day. And yet, no, we're not going to do $24.99 at all. This is the white gold that we have for you as well, which when I put it there, it's reflecting all the yellow. So let me move that a little bit over and back. It's still going to do the same thing. But here's what I've got for you. They're less than even $2,000. And you've probably all seen there are some hoops that are going up in price. That's just the way it is because there's a lot of gold and the mechanisms and the workmanship and all that good stuff. And now we are doing better than 2,000 or one. I've only got a few to go around. We'll make them $999 a pair. And that is the only way to get all straight up baguettes right down the line, right in front, and just a beautiful, beautiful look. And that is $999 for the pair. Still have the white pearls, still have our 2-carat studs, still have that yellow tourmaline, also the indicolite drops, and oh, the heart-shaped mandarin as well from earlier. And if you like diamonds, just a reminder that the most affordable ring of the show was this $777 oval solitaire look, but it's made of baguettes and rounds, and that's 18-karat gold, and that is here. So you can get that too, and it's a very affordable way to do a ring. All right, now we've got 60 seconds with our hoops. Does anybody want to see the sapphire and diamond bracelet? Do we have any 6.5-inch bracelet wearers, Jason? I think you did get the bracelet, right? Okay, so our 8 inch is gone. Congratulations and thank you to whomever picked that up. And now we have the sapphire. Opportunity is also here, the sapphire and diamonds, and these hoops are very popular. I'm gonna do a quick tourmaline wheel before we get to our earrings. We're gonna show you some exotics, including a Paraíba and a golden and a pink. Yay, so 3 different options in gorgeous tourmalines coming up as part of a blowout wheel. So looking forward, and we still need requests. Let's keep those going. Keep them going all day. We've only got about 100 minutes left in our week to shop. So shop and save, that's what we're doing. And here we go on the earrings. Thank you on the earrings. I'm so glad you like them. Is it white or yellow everyone's getting? So we got an even mix. All right. White and yellow, perfect. All right, white. Someone just took white and yellow, one person, each color. Love that. Okay, so it's tourmaline time, and we've seen some great ones already today. We're going to show you yet another option among 3. And we're going to start with the Paraíba, which really takes the entire cake as the rare, rare, rare. But what's this? Now, we just saw yellow earlier. This is not regular yellow Jonite tourmaline. That's like a neon. And I don't think there's any gem out there that gives you that color besides that one. That's unique. It's not even really a sphene. You know, I don't know if you guys remember, we had regular sphenes a long time ago before the color change, and they have a little bit of a neon yellow, like a highlighter color. Still, this is not very green. It's just really that bright yellow. So here's the Paraíba copper bearing, which has mostly green but a little bit of blue. Here's a gorgeous violet pink. It feels like almost like a pink diamond, but maybe a bit more saturated. And here it is. Look at this side halo. Just to point out up front, you get an entire profile of halo diamonds on that one as well. So it's really just elite the way that is set up. Now, all 3 one-of-a-kinds, all 3 staying in the white gold. So we size, we ship for free. Now here's what we're going to do for price tag. What can we do to make tourmalines disappear that feels like magic? And when we still have hoops going out, of course, those are still going. Of course, they're $9.99 for gorgeous gold hoops. But now we're talking about an elite. Yes, they're all unique. I mean, I think that when we talk about ordinary kind of basic tourmalines, we talk about the greens, we talk about the pinks. None of these are that individual regular basic color. They're more elite than that because they are unique varieties of pink and purple. The green is like a blue green. The neon is like a yellow. It's more of a neon yellow. It doesn't have the shade of yellow we saw in our Jonite earlier where it feels more like a sapphire or a diamond. It has a bright neon truly to it. Now here's the side. Oh, and I have 18 karat gold out of 2 of the 3. So here's the 18 karat gold. And the other is going to be, can't believe it, this pink. The 2 sides, left and right, are an upgraded 18 karat gold. First one here in the middle, that's the 14 karat gold. So we've upgraded the gold on 2 of the 3. They're very high-end tourmalines. You would tell me which one you love. This is the lowest price they'll ever be, and they're all the same price. So it's not a choice of maybe based on which price fits into your budget. It's literally about take what you love, get these gorgeous designer styles, and make sure you dial in as quickly as you can to get what you love because they're not going to be that $39.99 price tag any longer. And that is wonderful. The sizes I'm going to walk you through as well. We want to just walk you through each and every size you're getting. Like, this is really good. Let's start with the copper bearing. That's a 204. 204. That's a very big size for anything copper bearing. Then we go even larger here, 243 for the pink. It's a pinky lavender. That's clean. 35 points in diamonds there. The 204 has 14 points in diamonds, and this neon yellow, we're calling it golden, but it's really a neon. Think highlighter. It really has a highlighter type look to it. Everyone's going to be stopping and staring at that stone. 18 karat gold, carat 63 round, and 94 points. So the most diamond weight comes with that neon yellow. All three of them, I got to tell you, $39.99 is a miracle price. We're doing better. You just got to call me and do it quickly. Make sure you're on the phone lines ready to go. Because our mission is simple. It's to move jewelry, and that's that. And we've got 95 minutes to do it. And a huge debut coming up in about 5 minutes. So that's where I think we're all excited to see what can we bring as an alternative to a large diamond stud. We're going to do that for you. But this is better than even $19.99, half off already. Going even lower, and no, you don't need to wait. You can take all three if you want to. You've got 3 for, you could definitely get 2 for the price of 1 here. And actually, I'm going to take them even lower than $19.99 for you. So come on in. We're very, 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 very busy today. And that's to make sense because of these values that we're putting together, the savings that we're offering, this wonderful moment to take some unique stones here in colors that you could watch every single show and never see again. But instead of 19, I had a feeling we'd need to go lower. We're going to do just that. Question is, which 18 karat mounting do you like, or do you like the 14 karat with the Paraiba? Remember, it's 18 karat gold left and right with the more unusual of the stones, but then you do get that copper rich. And it's funny, we see a lot of Paraiba, but we don't see this price tag. And let's remind you, that's a 2 karat plus stone in the center of it all. So that's why that should go. And it's not 19, and it's not 18, and they're not even $17.99. Huge value to say the least. And we're going to take them even lower. This is just what we live to do. And they're not even $17.99. Let's go. $1,777 only. $1,777. Anyone you like, 60 seconds to go. And then we even have our multicolored sapphire pendant. We have clip earrings, by the way. If anybody needs clip earrings, I have a rare pair of clip earrings in green tourmalines. We also have a pink tourmaline and a pendant. So lots to get to. And while you're looking at tourmaline rings, let me show you this one because this is a one-of-a-kind 207 rubellite. See the difference between a pink and a rubellite? This is a rubellite. 207, 18 karat gold. First caller can grab this. This is a bonus to the tourmaline blowout. This tourmaline rubellite pendant is not $17.77, even though it's over 2 carats with the 4 points in diamond, which is actually one single diamond. Right up over that stone. That is $9.99 if you want the rubellite. And it's 18 karat gold right there. So that pendant is the bonus tourmaline value at $9.99 only. So that's going to be a 1 only as well. You can change the gold color on the pendant if you want to. And then if you like a lot of colors, you probably want to think about multiple colors in one pendant. We have a sapphire look. I'm going to just let it drive on by. Look at this, yellow, pink, and blue. Yes. Oh, who was it? Alice, thank you. Did she get with like one of each color gold? You got it. Thank you, Alice. Alice picked up a couple pairs of hoops as well. Thank you very much. Enjoy. And now our tourmalines, excuse me, are going to go next. And then what we have is that pendant too at $9.99. So that was just a quickie, like a little flash and a little who's paying attention deal can grab it very quickly. And then let's get into, I do have a round tanzanite as well. I was just mentioning sphenes. Wait till you see this huge sphene. It's a 14 karat 70. You want to head to the museum? Let's go. Let's pop into the museum for a moment. If I'm keeping those, I'm keeping them, but we can melt them down. But 18 karat gold and a pinky tourmaline like that, gorgeous. Here is a 1470 sphene. Heads up, just a museum piece. Just, which you might stroll through on a Sunday afternoon and look at. And instead, let me see if I can get that smudge off the side there. And it's 113-1314. It's a 1470 cushion cut, color changing sphene. And no, it's not too dark, which sometimes is what happens to the bigger stones. They get really deep dark green. This is that perfect olive tone with all that dispersion all the way through, which is one of the things that this stone is known for, but the other being a color change phenomenal property. So you have the ability for this stone to go from green to red. in a different light environment. So that would be fluorescent to incandescent. You've got a 1470 stone with 50 points in diamonds, which are, where are they? Right there on the sides. You have to really turn it to see those huge emerald cut stones that you have that are quarter carats a piece. And the museum is one of many. We have the museum emerald that I'm wearing, which is close to $50,000. We have, that one there, which is, you cannot miss it. And then we have this museum masterpiece as well, which is our 14 karat 70. A color change sphene like this is just, I mean, we see the 2 carats as large. 3 carats about as large as they typically get. So we are definitely in a museum environment here. No doubt about it. It is lavish. It is beautiful. It is something you're going to wear with caution because obviously it's a big stone and it's a little bit softer, so I'll put that out there, but it's ultimately a collectible, and so all you have to do is dial in if you'd like it. And it is under $10,000. Simple and easy, $99.99 if you'd like to get the ultimate collectible here in a phenomenal stone. That is it. $99.99. Are R3 tourmalines still here? Okay, that's a wild wheel we had, including the pendant, which was $9.99, the bonus tourmaline value. But if you would like to get the color change sphene, that's a gimme. It's under $1,000 a carat, yes. The pendant is sold. That was our pink tourmaline, rubellite 1130453. Congratulations on the pendant. That was in 18 karat gold. Speaking of pendants, I do want to bring out the triple sapphires that drove by our wheel here because, yes, sapphires are beloved. We're getting ready for September. We've been showing a lot of great sapphires, and the September birthstone is sapphire, and it's 111-9187. Wow. This goes back a ways. So needless to say, it is going to be a drop in the price. There is also 333. How interesting. Each stone being a little over a carat, great. But then you have the yellow and the pink and the blue, which is a cornflower blue. And we've been seeing a lot of those gorgeous cornflower blues of late. Well, here's another way to get one. And yet it's among its friends here, and it's 111-9187. And it'll be 333 with 48 points in diamonds. Every sapphire there has got a halo around it, and then bigger bezel set diamonds in between them as well. And when you see this value, you're going to see why it is a benefit to shop an old item number like this, because you would never ever see this price tag today. And it's simply that it also was $39.99 way back when. We're talking a while ago, like 9-10 years ago, it was $39.99. That's not bad. What I'm doing is saying, it's been here a while. Let's discount it down. Let's make it the discounts that we do on our new items as well. And now you get to take that opportunity. And all we have is this one. And I'm going to show it from a distance because you're going to be really, I think, wowed by the length, but it's still made and designed really well so that what is it going to do? It's going to sit properly on the neckline. It's going to sit completely vertically on the neckline, so you're going to see it doesn't flip or turn either because of the way these baskets are really solidified in the back, and yet you're going to see the length here. 48 points, I got all the carat weights up there, and then break it down. It's going to give you over a carat, about a carat 10 each there. And then you do have, let's show you this way, there we go, 1 3/4 or so of total top to bottom length. And those bigger diamonds, and one only. And no, it is not going to last very long because that $39.99 nearly decade-old price tag is going significantly less. And think about all the options you have too when you have the multicolors. And they all fit. You know, I always say you can do multicolors and they don't always work. You can't just randomly put colors together and have it aesthetically work. You have to be very mindful of the way the tones and the saturations work together to have them be the right combination. And I think these are, because we have a softer yellow, a pink that's really a mid-tone, but then with that beautiful cornflower, which is very much what, similar to what I'm wearing, kind of a periwinkle. There should be a little bit of light lavender with your blues that are a brighter, lighter blue with the cornflower, and that's what you have here. So basically, one of our better values in sapphires here, and then all those different colors together, and just is elite, just feels really high end. And there's a good look at that cornflower on its own, then the pink, then the yellow. And you know what I'll do? Instead of $29.99, let's continue to discount everything we have. I don't care if it's old or new, it's got to be discounted. And most importantly, got to get it home. That's all we're after today. And it's going to be $1,999 to make that happen. $19.99, only the one. It's another onesie, as so many I have are, and just a quick one to go. And then we'll get to our diamond earrings because we're already past the point that I wanted to bring those out. The halfway point of the show's come and gone. We're going to bring out those incredible, and I mean, this is the ultimate perfect timing for them too, because this is where a lot of you are mulling it over on the 2 carat total weight studs, 1 carat in each. maybe that's still, I know we have a lot of lovers of jewelry who still aren't shy about going large with their jewelry. So let's compare, and I'm glad we brought them out earlier. Yes, this one is gone, congratulations, which brings me to our show special of the day. I'm sorry, but wow, that's just, to think that we're gonna overwhelm you with a matched pair of earrings that looks like that and does that, and if you don't want one bit of body color, let's say you love to sit there and scrutinize, you should, you're buying fine jewelry. I do too. If you want best of the best, absolute bright white, you want big stones too though. You don't want one-pointers. And you're saying, I don't need to even be shy about my diamonds. I have the power and the ability to wear a higher end earring. Go ahead and get these. So what we're going to do, and I'm glad that we had Dolores ask earlier to bring out the 2-carat studs. That way I have them here to show you in comparison so you can see the size difference, because even though I did bring you yesterday our debut on the 2 carats at a new price tag, and that is going away as soon as they're sold out, what we have here is giving you even a bigger diameter. So it's giving you a bigger look. So even if, now obviously it's not 1 stone, it's 7 stones per, so 14 stones together, but you are getting a bigger carat weight overall at 2.5 carats on what is brand new right now, which is 113, 1497, and 2.5 carats. Each diamond is almost 1/5 of a carat stone. They are big, they are jumbo, they are mighty. Let's take a look at it. And this is gonna be our wild moment here. So come on in. I got the diamonds to show you as well, the 2-caraters in total weight, just to show you the comparison, because we can do it all day long as far as this is the dimension, here's the diameter, but I think it's easier visually. This is, I mean, after all, it's not a radio show. It is TV. I did radio for a while. I've done it all. I've done radio, I've done TV. My radio days were early. I was in college and it was my early days of sports reporting. I was a correspondent and I did stuff for Fox Sports Radio. And then I went to TV and it was a lot of fun, I gotta tell you, but radio is a totally different thing. You gotta be even more descriptive because you're not looking at it. I'm so blessed that we have this medium to show you. So given that, I never ever lose sight of the fact that this is a visual medium. Let's show you. Let's show you the difference here. Do you see that? Those are the biggest diamond studs we have. But if you feel like I could graduate and go even larger, and I could go even, granted this would be a second piercing, yes, can work for a second, third, this can't. I think this is for primary piercing only. Once again, 2.5 carats total weight here in your diamonds, 14 stones all together because it is 6 on the outside, 1 at the center, and they're all even in their size. Centered post, butterfly backing as well. And wait till you see these on. They are so good. I wish I had the backings here, but I don't. That's okay. I'll make do with it. We'll work it. But this is going to be your post and butterfly standard backing. We're going to show you really quickly here the visual though. This is what we've been waiting on. So again, more total diamond weight than the 2 carats. The 2 carats are classic and iconic. Don't get me wrong, but those are 1 carat in each here. This is 2.5. And the stones are about 18 points apiece. So like I said, really close to 1/5 of a carat. And here's what they measure. And I love the fact that they are also, wow, that's all VS material, all bright, bright, bright white diamond. A little easier to do that when they're smaller rather than larger, and they're not small, but you get the idea. And look at this, a full 1/2 inch. The others were what? 3/8? Here, look at this. Stay right here. I'm gonna grab the stud and show you the difference. Because some of you want a stud. Great, it's 3/8 of an inch. But look at the difference again between what we're showing you here. They're 2 different animals. When people say, give me a diamond earring, that can mean a lot of things. These are 2 different animals, but you are getting overall a much bigger size. And also, this is what I love. What do you and I love? I know we haven't met, but you know what? A lot of you like sparkle. We're sparkle girls. We enjoy some sparkle. That's where 1 diamond, no matter how big it is still gonna have 58 facets. That round right here, 58 facets. How about we get you 7 rounds with 58 facets apiece? That means that each earring you're seeing has 406 facets instead. So what does that mean? Why would we be talking about this? Because that means you're getting so much more sparkle. That's the beauty of it. 7 times more sparkle. Here's what it looks like on. I know we're waiting on that. Here's what they, okay, that's where really, truly, you gotta, again, see what I mean by probably primary piercing only, wouldn't put them any higher unless you got a lot of room on the lobe. This is the way you get that stunning, stunning, still at first glance looks like it's one big diamond, doesn't it? But then you realize, oh, the sparkle is even beyond. All these VS stones, 2.5 carats worth. Now remember, we had the 2 carat studs even here earlier for $39.99 for 2 carats in diamonds. And now we get to bring you an alternative design, something with, yes, certain things have to be said. It's more diamond weight. It's more faceting. It's therefore more sparkle. And yet it's a bigger overall diameter, 1/2 inch instead of 3/8. So everything that's going on here is fabulous and could be arguably $39.99. I would say if I did the same price, wouldn't that just be great? Because you're getting the bigger size, the more diamond weight, the more gold, because it does require more gold to make the bigger earring than it does the smaller earring. It just does. So you have more gold, more diamond weight, more sparkle, bigger diameter. I'm liking the fact we can do even Steven $39.99, or we can make it a true Sunday show special and do better than you can ever imagine possible. That's where I'm going to go. That's what I want to do. And I want to make sure you have a true opportunity to save a bundle. And maybe this is what you want. Maybe this is where more your style. Maybe you are that bold diamond lover. You want something impressive. You want something unique. You want sparkle and bright and brilliant and VS diamonds and all that good stuff, as we brought you. But you want pure, pure, bright, bright white. They're not even going to be $39.99. So now I just don't see a reason to not get them. Not to mention, I think that even this, if you did have more than one piercing, you could always wear the stud in the second, and you could wear this one in the primary. You could stack up your diamond like that. You could do that if you want to. There are so many different ways and options and wonderful ways to wear your earrings, and maybe you just like a whole suite and different style and collection. I think a lot of us do. We don't want to have the same earring every single day, and that's where, again, you've got the option to build your style, build your collection, but get diamonds at the greatest price ever that are still natural and VS and incredible white bright diamonds. Take a look at this. This is what we live for, okay? We're ready for that big diamond value. You got it right here, and it's not going to be even $2,999 for the pair. They're huge diamonds. We're not looking at 10-pointers here. They're not 5-pointers. They're not 1-pointers. These are not diamond accents any longer. We're starting to get really busy on the phone lines. And obviously with 14 stones per earring, I don't have a lot of them to go around. So that is going to be, again, another crucial moment here where you do want to dial in on the early side, or else they're going to be gone. 1/2 inch bigger diameter, and again, the ultimate in diamond earrings, and those are spectacular. And it's, again, nearly 20 points a piece. That's what happens when you go 2.5 divided by 14 individual diamonds. They're exactly the same size. Look at the power of the brilliance and the sparkle, and they're not going to be even $29.99. Compare that. I'll tell you, if you just couldn't quite do the $39.99 studs today or yesterday, maybe this is where you go. You are getting more diamond weight. They are bigger overall. Maybe this is a gift for somebody special coming up for a big anniversary or a big birthday or a retirement moment, or the holidays coming up in about, well, 5 months. So here's what we're doing instead of 29. I'll blow them out right now, and this is unheard of because 2.5 carats in diamonds, even if it were just little, teeny, tiny 1-point stones, here's your value. We're going to keep on discounting. This is what we've been waiting for all day, and it's an alternative. We know there's a lot of diamond stud lovers, but we know a lot of you may want to go here. I get it, $4,000, as much as that is a value on studs of 2 carat size, it may not be in everybody's budget. I think this is going to make it a lot more affordable and a way to try where you're still getting a big diamond weight. And you know what? We're going to go $24.99 instead. And that's where, remember, you got a money back guarantee. So this is where if you're watching for the first time and you thought, I didn't think I could get natural diamonds for a price like under $1,000 a carat. You're right. You're absolutely right. We are the exception to that rule. The wholesale world, the retail world, the actual I got a friend in the business, nudge, nudge, wink, wink world. Like that's where, again, you've got the value that nobody's going to be able to touch. And $24.99 for gorgeous diamond earrings. Now that is how you score a deal. And we only have a couple of pairs to go on, and we actually have already three gone. So this is obviously going to be very, very, very quick to be a sellout. And you know they're amazing. And I think when we compare, well, we got the 2 carats, which are still here, by the way. If you want to get that last pair, you can still get the 2 carat studs individually for $39.99 with the individual single stones, or you can go here with that 2.5 carat diamond weight overall. All right, we're going to get back to some rings. We've got more rings on the way, like turquoise and tansy, and blue zircon and sapphire. And a sapphire bracelet is also here if you want the 6.5-inch length. We've got one for you as well, but that is where you go. $24.99, nobody on those. We got just the 3. Okay, we'll move on in 60 seconds. We've got the 3 and then nobody else, that's it? Okay, so this is last call, and then what we're going to do is bring out the trillion tanzanite, the oval as well. The oval's in a new design, which is a really shocking price tag. Here's my new oval. It's the most classic setting I think we've ever had in a tanzanite. So if you're not sure where to go, I think that's where you go. And then we've got our big purple Paraiba or purple Cuprian, because again, it's copper bearing. And so we have an exciting last hour and change for you. If anybody wants that 1.5 carat diamond that's got some body color to it, but not a yellow, we can bring that out as well. And anything else you'd like to request, please feel free to do so. We've got our last call already coming up here on our show together today, and we want to find out what you want to have. What do you love? What are you thinking about? What would you like to get a hold of here before we wrap up our time together for the week and don't see you till Wednesday night? So here's that chance to pick it up. And if you want that sapphire bracelet, oh my goodness, this sapphire bracelet is so nice. It is only going to be for a 6.5-inch bracelet wearer though, but it's got a huge markdown, and we're very excited it's here. And then we have 2 purple sapphires, one heart shape, one round, same price. Let's bring them out. The 3 carat 56. What a diamond weekend this has been, huh? The diamond weekend, that's for sure. All right, let's move on from the diamond earrings. Once again, last call, $24.99. That's a lot of gorgeous diamond weight, isn't it? That somewhat floral design. Okay, next up, 2 different sapphires in the heart shapes. We did start early on today with a heart-shaped mandarin garnet that's still here, but I happen to have 2 purples that are slightly different in hue. We either have the heart or we have the round. So let me move this one here. That's our new one. This one we've seen once before. That's the 3 carat 56 though in the heart shape. So that's the larger of the 2. And then we'll have the round at 2 carats 34. Both incredible sizes. Want to do a markdown here just to make purple sapphires, which are pure luxury, on the more affordable side, as we welcome you into what is our last hour and 14 minutes or so of showtime. So again, Sunday's wrapping up here. We don't see you till Monday night. Get requests in if you have them. We'll help you out with anything and everything. We also want to make sure you get all these great values in that last call in the diamond earrings, whether you want the 2 carats or if you want the 2.5 carats. 2 carat studs, 2.5 carat cluster style, you decide, but again, much more affordable for the 18 pointers nearly in the cluster style. So those are your options. Now we're on to purple sapphires, which are one of the rarest colors of sapphire, vanadium rich. So really important style here with the vanadium that makes these colors purple, obviously a little more pinky purple on the left and a little more purple blue on the right. So you get to decide which is your favorite. Welcome in, again, get requests in if you have them. We got a little bit of time left, and we're so excited to have you with us on this summer Sunday in August. How about that? 8, 9, 26 already. Tomorrow and Tuesday, I'm amazed that I have 10th and 11th. Those are the most important dates in my family. So 10th and 11th off this week or this year, kind of amazing. But anyway, happy August 9th today. Let's go ahead and get you some really cool stones here. We've got our round here. We've got our heart-shaped here. There's the round. That's new today. That's going to be 113, 15, 35. So we'll start there. It's the smaller of the 2, but it's not a small stone. It's a 2 carat 34, 18 karat gold, and lots of diamonds, 18 points and 46. We break it down fancy cuts and round brilliants. Round brilliants are fancy, but they're not considered fancy cuts. Isn't that weird? They're beautiful and fancy, but they're a little, again, this is that really important extra cool size and shape. That's 234 on the round. It also is, and the reason they're together is because they're both purples, but I wanted you to see them side by side because they're similar enough, and I'm making them the price tag that can equal each other, so you get a choice of here, okay? So we got 18 points in the fancy, 34 or 46 points in the rounds, which love. But if we're doing something really special here today and we have to move some jewelry before we go, because again, not seeing you till Wednesday, so let's make sure that you get that 46 and 18 together, which is, by the way, a total 64. And let's make this really important right now. If you'd like the round or the heart, which you've seen before, and the heart shape is a new markdown. That would be 113-1207. So marking both of them down to get them below where they ever should be, just to make sure they can go. Here's the heart, that's the 356, and it has 40 points in diamonds. This time they're set down into the gold on the sides and as a halo. So two things happening there. And all we need to do is just completely wow you with this value. Wow you with the value. It sounds good, doesn't it? It's just a matter of which one you like. 356 or a 2 karat 34. 18 karat gold on the left, 14 karat gold on the right. You get to choose your gold color on the right side. They will not be. Remember when the heart shape sold? I don't know what happened. Something didn't go through. That's fine. That happens. We all have that issue sometimes, right? Oh no, I bit off a little more than I could chew, right? It just is fine. It's fine. It happens. But here's what we're doing to bring them down in price tag. And to make the $14,000 ring right there, not 14,000. And by the way, this one was 12 right behind it. It don't matter. We're not even asking $10,000 for either, or do you want the round or the heart shape? Both huge, natural purple sapphires. The advantage to a sapphire also is the hardness, the durability, the 9 on the Mohs scale. That means you wear it every single day. I do not want you to save your sapphires. I don't want you to save any of your jewelry. I want you to wear it. Wear it proudly. You know, it doesn't really do a lot sitting in a jewelry box. It's not as much fun. I don't think. It's more fun when you can bring it out and wear it, show it off, right? Other people are going, oh, I love your ring. Oh, that's pretty. Oh, that stone. They may not know what it is. Doesn't matter. It's just a beautiful stone, and it becomes part of you and your collection that is so high value when it's purple sapphire. And we're not doing $49.99. Your choice of, we're truly blowing these out. Got to move a lot of jewelry in 70 minutes time. So here's how we do it. $3,999 for your choice. It doesn't matter even if you want the huge 356 heart. It does not matter. They are $39.99. And then which one do you want to see on the hand first, Jason? We'll show, which one? You got it. The round is going to be item number 113-1535. Look at it here. Yes, you've got it. Thank you so much. There's the round, by the way. That's the 2 karat 34 and the 18 karat gold, and that total weight is 64 points in diamonds. Yes. Wonderful. Are you talking about cluster 2.5 or 2 karat? You got it. All right. So here we go. One more pair of the 2.5 karat cluster earrings gone. And we're still keeping an eye on that last pair of the 2 karat studs too. So there is that purple pink. Look at how gorgeous that stone is. It's gone, by the way, but I just was getting a little lost looking at it. We'll bring 1207 up center here so you can see that one again. That's the 356. Okay, so the heart shape is now heavily reduced. 40 points, lots of gold finished. Let me show you. This is really pretty the way this is done, all sleek sides, really nicely done. Love looking at the inside of the stone, seeing the clean look at that heart shape. This is a high clarity stone, no doubt about it. So $39.99, heart shape will be next to go. We'll give it 30 seconds. And then we've got last call on our afternoon. So it also is going to be tansy time, but also turquoise time. This turquoise, so much fun. It feels like one of those immediately. Couture level, look at that, oh my. Couture level turquoise coming up. Sleeping Beauty, one of our biggest and best. If anyone wants the sapphire, again, let me know if you're a 6.5-inch bracelet wearer and we can show the sapphire and diamond piece. That is a museum markdown, but this one should go. Boy, that's a really good stone. Here comes the turquoise. Oh, what a beautiful, beautiful stone. And a true turquoisey blue. Sometimes they're more blue, sometimes they're pure green. We don't really see the Sleeping Beauty produce a lot of pure greens or matrix. This is the high end for a reason. And what we have right here is 113-1335. What do you think? Pretty cool cut. So if you like square or cushions, here you have it. A square cushion cut, 474 Sleeping Beauty Mind material, and wheel is looking better now, and huge diamonds on the sides. We have gigantic pear shapes, quarter carats, each side. That would be our beautiful white gold. You can choose yellow gold, you can choose rose gold, do what you wish. But now is the time. We get to do something really wild. I'm gonna run our first auction of the day because I want to avoid the $69.99 price tag that's sitting right here. I've tried mightily here to bring everything down in price this afternoon so far. Think we've been doing a really good job of that. Think you've been responding to these discounts and values. So now what I want to do is bring you a better value than $69.99 and actually have you in charge, because that way it gets a lot more interesting. Trust me when I tell you. When you get to go ahead and compete or not compete against fellow shoppers out there, I am not going to do $69, $59, $49.99. I'm doing an auction, so we like a nice round number. So maybe we need to go a step further, like $4,000 to open. Something like that can make sense of this whole thing when we have a huge turquoise that's the best in the world, by the way, that the mine is closed. So even if you're in Arizona and you're on a road trip this summer and you really are thinking, I'm going to go visit. I did that years ago. Years ago, I was in the business. It was 2015. I was driving back cross country with a mom and 2 dogs. My 2 girls, my mom, what fun. Honestly, had to do it for work, and you know what? It was one of the most memorable times ever in my life. It was so much fun. It was wild, but you know, staying at, you know, little roadside hotels, because you know, you were in like outside of the big, it was crazy wild. But I remember stopping in Arizona, and here we are. I literally had to be back in 2.5 days. So the cross-country trip was made, and I'd be in LA starting a new network in 2015 in 2.5 days. So it was a quick trip, and there wasn't a lot of breaks. And one of the things I said, I got to do it. We were driving right through all of that beautiful countryside, and rather desert in Arizona, and right through where the Sleeping Beauty mine. And got to tell you, there's really, besides the mountainside and the mountain hillside and the beautiful silhouette of that Sleeping Beauty look, is really not much in the way of any real kind of notation that there's a mine there or was a mine there. It really is, we're talking closed, we're talking about, I was most amazed, I don't know how many of you have done this through Arizona, but every single convenience store and rest stop and gas station would have stores inside, big, big, big stores. I mean, the size of like a big box store filled with turquoise jewelry. I mean, it was like, all we got here is like potato chips and hot dogs at our gas stations, and you can go on a full-on shopping spree for jewelry there. I loved it. It was amazing. But let me tell you, it wasn't inexpensive. I was shocked. So here's where, again, that was all sterling silver and, you know, your beautiful Southwest, but nothing like what we're looking at here, which is couture level. Couture level Sleeping Beauty mine material. And yet, this is not something you can even buy at the mouth of the mine in Arizona, the hub, the birthplace. I mean, we're talking about material here that's in solid gold, best of turquoise, bigger diamonds as well, and not $4,000. And that's why I think so many of us get excited for our turquoise. And I know it's fleeting, and I know we don't see much of it anymore, and I realize that. Let's make this an opportunity because of that. And here's what it looks like on the hand, because it is ultimately one of our very largest and best, and here's what it looks like. Oh my goodness. And just completely breathtaking on the hand. There's something about that squared off shape we hardly ever see. It's not gonna be $4,000. Let's go, Tony. $3,000 to start. Let's give them a thrill here. Let's really let everybody join in the fun. $3,000 to open. Any gold, any size, shipped to the doorstep for free, and $3,000 to open on a Sleeping Beauty with massive diamonds. That's how you do it. You do the big diamonds, and this is pure. There's no matrix, there's no veining, there's no differential between the colors. It just is the best and the brightest here, except I'm seeing something there. Hold on, let me get it polished up. It's amazing how it attracts. I think it's the cabochon. It just attracts things out of the air here. Let me show you. Oh, this is just too good. But we don't like 3,000, do we? Okay. Well, I got the big diamonds with it, the white, the yellow. It's so funny. I usually would say yellow gold on this one with the turquoise, but I also think with the diamonds there, it may be one you want to choose in the white gold like it is. But it's up to you. You make the hard decisions. I just give away jewelry. I got the easy job. All I got to do is price jewelry too low. And then when I do, you respond. So how about better than $3,000? Come on in. Come on in, we're gonna make this happen. We're gonna do this together. We got an hour left in our Sunday. We get to shop for another hour till we don't see you for 2.5 days. So this is where, again, gotta go, run to the phones, tell us what you wanna see, what you wanna request, anything at all, but this is not gonna be $3,000 or $2,500. Should we just go $2,000 and just let this ride? I mean, this is important turquoise material here. This is not basic. This is not sterling. And I get it. Sterling's really expensive. You hear everybody on TV going, well, we don't do sterling anymore. It's too expensive. I'm going, whew, try doing gold. You know, try doing fine, solid, heavyweight gold mountings. And it's not going to be 2,000. Where are my shoppers, my folks, my lovers of the best turquoise in the world? We're still looking for $2,000. We don't have it. Unacceptable. We have our top of the hour coming up. I want this gone before the top of the hour, and that gives me, 2 minutes. So we still don't have the open. So this might be a one and done. And I'll tell you, it's summertime. There aren't going to be a lot of competitors. A lot of you are going, oh, it's summer. Yeah, it's summertime. Summertime, everyone's busy. So you get some better values. You do. You're seeing it. And if you don't think I'm having to drop prices to make sure that we compensate for the fact it's the dog days of summer, well, then you just haven't been watching, because that's exactly what we're doing. And I still don't have an open at $2,000. Those are huge diamonds, by the way. Those VS quarter carats on the sides. Average size of an engagement ring times 2. You've got $2,000 worth of gold before you even put those $1,250 diamonds. So you got $2,500 worth of diamonds, $2,000 worth in the gold. That's $4,500. The turquoise is on the rise. We're seeing most people not even selling it. My favorite turquoise dealers haven't been selling it at the wholesale trade. They're on vacation. They haven't been going to the trade shows because they're not even selling their material. They're keeping it under lock and key. And I can't believe what I'm witnessing, but we don't have a $2,000 open. So this is a bit surprising. And I can give it 60 seconds, or we can wait and not give it 60 seconds, because I'll drop the open. Again, this is me at your mercy, guys. I am literally trying to get the phone lines to ring here a few more times before we leave you for the day, and it's not going to be $2,000. And oh, the weight of this piece, the gold, the stone, that's almost 5 carats. There are no other stones here. We had a great turquoise round that was about 3 carat yesterday, sell instantaneously. It was way more money than this. And here's what I'm doing. It didn't have 2 huge diamonds next to it. So here's what I'm going to offer. Instead of $2,000, we're going to go 19, 18, 17, 16. At this point, we are now backwards of cost on the gold band, just by itself, just the gold behind it. Not the stone, not the diamonds, and I wish I had better news on the gold front. I wish I could tell you that as a manufacturer, a gold band only costs $200. I wish I could say those things, but that's not the world we're living in. But this is the beauty of it. If you're going, well, then I guess I can't have jewelry. Nonsense, because I am not abiding by the gold price or the gold cost or what it takes to make it. I'm giving you a better deal at home. As you sit there at home and watch these values come up before your eyes, you're not paying the cost that we had to pay to put it together. And that, to me, is a better value than what I've ever been able to stand up on TV for 26 years and talk about. And it's not $1,600 either. We're going to go $1,500. $1,500. With a $10 increment, and we'll give it 60 seconds. And I'm already now at our last hour, so welcome to the show if you just tuned in. Glad you're with us today. I'm Lauren Blair. We've got a last 59 minutes or so to go, and we're taking requests. We had a bunch of them early. Now we've kind of tapered off on the requests. We want to get those ramped up again. But here is the turquoise. The $1,500 turquoise? No, it's $69.99 turquoise. So we're saving you right now a bundle, a big bundle. $5,500 worth of savings, as a matter of fact. So I would say that's a really strong moment here for our auctions. Let's take a look at it again and see what we have. Yeah. So I'm going to run the 60 seconds here and hope that we have a lot of new people that just tuned in and are saying, okay, now that's a deal. I know this channel and this shopping network for deals. But what is happening right now is called a Sunday special in summer. That's what this is. That's all this is. It's a let's go. And you're going to end up, I hope, if you make the phone call and dial in and, got to take a little action here. Got to be proactive about these values. Look at that. Look at that gorgeous turquoise. And in such a rare cut. I don't care if it is 5 carats, that's usually an oval. This is not an oval, it's not your basic. We have not seen this before. This square cutting, this square cushion, almost like for a while we would call something like this a sugar loaf. Usually those have a little more pointed style or something somewhat domed. This is not like that. This is not really the traditional sugar loaf cut because it's actually not, it's not really domed. It's just more, let me show you from the sides here. More set down to the ring. It doesn't have this big pronounced dome style. Solid gold, white, yellow, or rose. I don't know, maybe we wish it was in yellow, but that's totally possible. You can win it, and if you win it, you say the word and you get it in the gold color you want. Anybody with the open? Okay, I do believe we have the open. Thank you so much. We've got the open at $1,500. We do. We've got it. It's here. It's a ride. $1,500. Don't tell me that's all I'm going to get. We started low with the anticipation of getting a lot of activity and a lot of participation, and just not really, that's just too much to ask for, I think, on a Sunday summer. Ooh, August. August. Yeah, let's try it on again. Sure. Haven't done that in a few minutes. While we're sitting here harping on value, somebody's going, well, the ring's tiny, right? Nope. No. I apologize. If you're a small ring wearer, this is not for you. If you like a small, teeny, tiny stone or ring or band, no, not going to be for you. This is for somebody who likes a little bit more pronounced styling, but not oversized. Because look, got plenty of room here. This is a human hand, goes from here to here, and it's not overwhelming. It doesn't transition over the knuckle. It just sits right perfectly centered up. I love this. I don't like seeing gold bands. I just want it to be all about the stones, the good stuff. And I love gold. I love gold, but if I'm wearing all solid gold, that's the only time I really want to see the gold. Are pieces like this, the signet ring, that are meant to be gold, presents. This, and by the way, that's an emerald that you can call me on because it's not my own. As much as I wish it was my own, it's not my own, but it's almost 9 carats in a Colombian emerald, so you can call me on that one. But this, turquoise perfection, Sleeping Beauty mine, 5 carats almost, and we have 1,500. Shall we give it a final 2 minutes? I think we shall. Not looking like I'm going to get a lot of competition no matter what I do or say. So let's just go ahead and blow it out here. 2 minutes left, and yeah, that's officially better than a blowout because I could never price it like that. True story. Better than a blowout. I can't price it at $1,500, and that's why the auction is the auction. It's my tool when I know that $69.99 is not going to do it. Not on a Sunday in summertime, maybe in fall. Maybe in October, maybe when it's snowing outside and it's a big nor'easter and everybody's stuck inside on the East Coast and you got to stay cozy, warm inside. That's months from now. Right now, it's August. It's August and it's a Sunday, and we've got a price tag that proves that, because there's not a lot of no competition right now. We have the open and nothing else, with now 75 seconds remaining to make the phone call, to get you in, to tell you, like, again, this is last call. When it's gone, it's gone. Can't bring it back. You can't call tomorrow and get it. We're also not here, so that's another, that's a bigger issue. But again, why wait till Wednesday? Well, you can't on an auction. The auctions are in the moment, live. So this is it. Final call, 50 seconds remaining, and we will show you a tanzanite that's new. I have a rubellite value. We've got a blue zircon, a trillion tanzanite, an oval tanzanite. I still want to get the purple Paraíba home, which we haven't even touched on too much because I'm now worried that I'm never going to get the price on that one, and that's fine. But as long as we move jewelry, it's okay. Listen, I'm making shoppers for life. We'll prove to you you never need to go anywhere else for your fine jewelry. Yes, you're going to need to go somewhere else for your costume and your lab grown and all that. But if you need fine jewelry, best of best in quality, there need be only one place you be and shop. And it'd be right here with us. We still have about 10 seconds. I'll take a sip of water. Back with you. We have 1,500. Anybody else want to go 1,510 or more? Or a power bid, perhaps, maybe get us closer to $7,000 where it should be, or not. Again, I know it's detrimental that we don't always see big diamonds. We don't see a lot of big diamonds as accents in ring. We usually see 1-pointers or 2-pointers or 3-pointers, not usually 25-point pear shapes that deserve to be in a solitaire of an engagement ring. So a little bit different here than what we normally see. Might be tougher to gauge what the price on those big, important diamonds are, but needless to say, it's a wonderful value right here and now. So 1,500, nobody else. Everybody happy? All right, final call, once, twice, 3 times. Nobody at 1,510, or do we have 1,510? Okay, sold, congratulations, that's gone. May I show you this purple copper bearing? copper bearing is a term that we could say with blue greens. We call them Paraibas. For a long, long time, GIA decided about 10 years ago that you could call purple copper bearing stones Paraiba as well. That's also, again, copper bearing with different amounts of copper produce different colors. And we have a purple here that happens to look, I think, like a 12 karat. It's a 680, it's 1129876, and thank you on the turquoise. And now we talk about our purple Paraiba or copper bearing. You can do either, but again, whatever you want to do. It's that purple stone that is true purple. Some go more pink, some go more red. This is the 680, 14 karat gold with a carat 29 in diamonds. Takes a lot of diamonds to wrap around that stone. And yet, elongated, pear-shaped. I tell you, it does look bigger than it weighs, at least by any metric of the hundreds of rings I try on a day. We're going to show you this one in a couple of different directions. See what you think. I think you're going to really appreciate this length, this size, this beauty that it brings. And it can also be in a gold color of your choosing. So it doesn't have to stay in the white gold. It can be in yellow. And isn't it worth noting here how very important this stone is, not just because, yeah, it's big, yeah, it's got copper, but how about the clarity? On a stone that is supposed to be included. It is always, always, always going to be included with a tourmaline that's natural. And no treating at all to these tourmalines, copper or not. There is no treating. Look at this on. What do you think? 12 carats, 13 carats, somewhere in that neighborhood? Certainly looks it to me. It's a gorgeous stone. That's one way. Here's the other way to wear it. I'll pop it on this way. Look at that. What a gem. Another one that's for the lovers of large rings. The lovers of not, I don't mean too heavy and I don't mean impossible to wear. I just mean it's not small. It's not basic. It's got some wow factor to it. And then when you realize that's copper rich, that's some wow, all right. So do you remember when it was $16,999? It wasn't all that long ago, but I'm not sure if you were with me on that very moment of that very show. So I'll remind you, we had a $17,000 ring here. And deserving, well-deserved, I would say. 680, purple stone, yeah. Clean like that one is, also with a lot of premium diamond weight. You better believe that's worth every penny of $17,000. However, today's a little different. As you've probably seen, if you've watched any of the last 130 minutes, it's a little different. So what we're going to do now is bring out a moment in time to remember. Somebody's going to walk away, not with the ring because we got to send it to you. It's even better because there's no walking involved. We just send it to you, so you just got to go to the door and sign for it, right? That's it. That's all you got to do. The fabulous museum grade jewelry, or better than museum grade, comes to you. And the reason I know this is going to go today is because I'm going to open it up to your offers. I am going to open it up to your offers. And we have, what, 49 minutes and a half left to go in this show. And we're going to show you some other things like some tanzanite, blue zircon, rubelites, etc. But I really want this one to go so badly that I'm willing to open it up to your offers. And I'm going to take the highest offer on this incredible stone, which I'm going to try to polish up a little better for you. And I'm going to take the highest offer at the end of the show, which is only about 30 or actually 49 minutes away. So that's it. So here is your chance to pick it up. And we're going to probably disregard $17,000 because that's how it becomes the greatest value of all time. We will take all of your offers. We will let everybody know where the offers stand. We will I'm even thinking, should I give it a minimum? Because, you know, we love to mess around with the $100 offers, and that's fun and all. But I think there's a lot of us that understand jewelry really well and understand gemstones really well. And we know that's not a $100 ring because I don't have a $100 ring. So if you take a total look at everything I have in the inventory and you realize that's one of the more important pieces I have, let's be wise to that. And actually the strategy is probably best played where you make the best offer you can because it actually keeps other people out. Just a little tip from me to you. It's a strategy. Let's take a look at it. So again, at the end of the show today, which is at 1 o'clock Pacific time, 1 o'clock Pacific, that would be 4 o'clock for my East Coasters, okay? We're gonna take the highest offer. And I'm just gonna go ahead and say it, there's no reserve, no threshold, no minimum, no nothing. So on this quiet Sunday, if I only get, let's say, a $10,000 offer, we will have to sell it. So just something to consider. Think about it. Give me an offer if you have one. Keep it top of mind. We'll remind you of it throughout the last 45 minutes or so, but that is something I really want to open up to the possibility of anybody and everybody could technically give this a really good chance to collect, to own something extremely special and extremely rare and definitely museum grade worthy. It's from our own private collection here, as every stone is essentially, but there are different tiers to that. And we're very excited to have it. All right, so no offers, but that's okay. Again, feel free. And the best thing you can do is put in what you honestly think it's worth to you. Because if you think, you know, I know what these stones go for, or I've seen them before on this show, or I've watched Lauren sell these since 2004, I know she introduced them to the world, I know she's a collector of this stone herself, and she can collect anything. So this is where you want to go. And if you're familiar with the price ranges, and you know we bring great values anyways at $17,000, give me a call and we'll let everyone know where we're at. But that's an option for you, okay? Just something to consider. All right, we'll move on. No offers. That's okay too. If we don't get an offer, we don't need to sell it. It's no problem. It goes right back to the private collection. But I do have a rubellite, so if that issue is, I'd like something smaller. I don't have copper in this stone, but we do have 113-1386, and it's a 254. It's from the same tourmaline family, but it's going to be not copper rich, but really, really bright and very rare because it's that red magenta. So we don't say red, red, red. There's no tourmaline that's true red, but it's more red than any other. So it's not just pink or just purple. It's got that more magenta hue. Very clean round, 254 with 40 points in diamonds. If you would like, and I'll just blow this out real quick. One only, let's do it. And then, yay, this is so exciting. I'm gonna zoom in a little closer too because we just had that very large, the 680 that looks like a 12. But here's the 254 in the round, yes. Great, who's that? Margaret. You got it. So thanks, Margaret. So Margaret's got a $1,200 offer on the purple. So right now, the only offer. So way to go, Margaret, way to go. Let's talk about this rubellite. And did I come too close? Are we too close? Do I feel like we're just too crowded here? We'll blow it out right now for under $2,000 and make it simple and easy. And maybe if that purple stone is just too big for you, you go here. That one's going to be $1,777. Yeah, let's make it easy here. $1,777. And by the way, you do not need to be present at the end of the show. If you're the top offer, we can call you back. We know who you are because you've got an account here, so we can call you back. So if you have to go somewhere, you can put your offer in now. And if you are the top offer at the end of the show at 1 o'clock, we can always call you back. So don't feel like you have to be obligated to stay with us. I hope you do, but if you don't want to stay with us for 45 more minutes, that's okay too. You will still be eligible to be the top offer. So, and right now that top offer is $1,200. So just, you know, it's, where did I go wrong? Obviously I didn't explain something very well, but that's okay. Again, giving away jewelry is what I do best. It's my special skill in life. So that $1,777, we'll keep on carrying on. We've got a lot more to show you. And again, any requests you have for our last 45 minutes. But yes, the purple Paraiba that is right here will sell at the top of, or rather the top of the hour, which is also the end of the show. So keep that in mind. And again, $1,200 is the top offer right now. So something to think about. And we're not going to look at just only that ring. We've got a few other things to tempt you with. And one of them is a new tanzanite. So let's take a look at this. All right, let's go to our rubellite at $1,777. You can tell it's getting to be crunch time. And we're excited to have you with us today. And again, requests are welcome. Pick up anything you saw earlier in the show that you love as well. Here's the tanzanite that's brand new. I think this, out of literally tens of thousands of tanzanites I've had and sold in the last 8 years, I've been here 10, but the tanzanites of this variety have been here for 8. I think that's the most classic setting style we've ever had. What do you think? With a bigger stone, but a really simple, elegant, almost star-like point to the diamonds here, like think North Star, what we see sometimes in great pendants and designer diamond pieces, and yet this has that pretty elongation, how it looks on the side there. Isn't that stunning? Item number is 113-1921, and it is our 645. 6 carat 45 tanzanite, blue wing block D museum reserve, and a 20-point diamond weight. Wow, I can't believe we have, I know I'm supposed to focus on this one now, but $1,200 is the only offer. I don't have many rings here for $1,200. That's kind of, I mean, I'm just looking at it in the total picture of things, right? Like I got boxes of jewelry sitting in front of me. I don't think there's one thing that's under $1,200. And our most important ring of the day is top offer at 12. Interesting. It's a really good day to be shopping, I'll tell you that, and offering. But this is the 645 Tanzanite. Let's get you a great value on this one before we leave you for the day and really send it out at the most classic. I think there's a little thread or something on it, so let me get that off. I'll try it on while I'm at it and show you here what this classic setting stout looks like on the hand. What do you think? Really beautiful. And I think that when you've got a little more narrow details on the side like this, very pretty the way this looks. Don't you agree? The way this has tons of red flashes going on, this almost star-like point, simple diamond weight, 20 points there, choose your gold again. So always give you that luxury on this Tanzanite. That's a nice bonus here in a brand new style mounting. A good amount of gold. You see all the reds. Of course, it's only going to look better in person, as we know with this Tanzanite material. And it is, well, fantastically affordable. Let's go ahead and do something wild on this one. It's only $79.99, which is right at a price tag per carat that would beat anybody else by a long ways. Instead, I'm not looking to just beat everyone else's prices, even though I got better material. And sorry, that's not bragging, that's just a fact. I'm a factual person as far as, like, again, journalistic background. So I take that into the home shopping world, which is, whoo, kind of shakes things up a bit sometimes, doesn't it? It does. Like, what do you mean? Sales aren't supposed to be that way. Salespeople are just supposed to be hyperbolic and say everything's the best, everything's the this, everything's the that, right? This is literally the best. So it sounds like I'm just being one of the many others that just talks about it in best terms, but you know it, and you know because you know the colors. I always say it kind of goes, there's certain stones where you got to get really in depth and you got to really study up and got to look at things with microscopes. Tanzanite's pretty simple. We learned colors back at 4 or 5 years old. We know colors, and the better the color is, the stronger saturation it has, the better its stone it is. Yeah. And who do you have? Okay, thank you, Mary. So Mary's at $2,500 on the purple Kuprian, by the way. So we just got our second offer on the purple copper bearing, but now we're going to take the Tanzanite. Actually, I'm going to let you do it. We had so much fun with the turquoise. Well, you had fun. I don't know if I would describe it as fun. I'm proud that you got the savings you did. I'm seriously worried about the long-term ability of my sales ability at this point, but you know what? I'm glad you stole the turquoise. Let's do it again on this one and not even start at $7,000 or $6,000 or $5,000 or $4,000 either. I'm going to start at $3,500 on our 6.5 carat Tanzanite. Museum Reserve Oval, new mounting as well, and we're starting at $35,000. Diamonds and gold, all of that. No other offers on the purple Paraíba, Kuprian, or whatever you want to call it. It's all okay. It's all okay. But nobody on the Tanzanite yet. Okay, give it some thought. We got a couple minutes delay. Yes. The purple, sure. We're going to show it throughout the day. Don't worry, but here it is. This is the, and I know we got to get it in focus here. This is the 680. Again, I think maybe the biggest headline here is that it looks larger than a 6 carat 80. It may be 680 is certainly, we'll call it a minimum here. It's uncanny. This is not the kind of thing that usually looks double what it weighs. It does to me in this particular style. So yeah. Hi, Darlene. Darlene wants to offer $3,000 on the purple Kuprian. You got it. So I'll make a note here. 3,000 is the top offer on this purple. There's the price I'm supposed to get today, by the way. Legitimately, guys, that's $17,000. That is, I'm literally supposed to get that today. But again, seems to be the more effective way to go about this is I just had this feeling through this show, maybe 17,000, it might stay here. I'm just trying to move it from our vault to yours at this point. So here we go with the $3,000. Actually, yeah. So I think I said 35, but yeah, so that's, I gotcha. We're on this. We're on the other graphic now. Thanks, Tony. You're faster than my brain could even process. We are at 3,000 on the other. That would be the purple. I know this is getting confusing now, but I think we can all handle it. So, Darlene, thank you for that offer of 3 on the purple Kuprian. Now we're talking Tanzanite at 35. Actually, I'm inspired. Let's go $3,000. Sure, go ahead. Why not? Let's go $3,000 to open on the 645 Museum Reserve in the Tanzanite. And with the diamonds in the new design as well. Any gold you want, your chance to pick that up. Don't forget about the Colombian emerald I'm wearing. We've had no questions about it. Do you not love a great big emerald? Well, we got a good one today. And we can try our very best to move that one out of here for less than it's ever gone before. That is crazy. The fact that's so big and so clean when we're up close like that. 9 carats almost in that emerald. That's the one I've been wearing all day. Nobody's asked me about it. Usually I get those emails saying, okay, girl, whatever you're wearing today, I love it. Tell me where you got that. It's up for sale here at TVON today for that nearly 9 carat emerald out of Colombia. So that's very exciting. Big, big moment there for our emerald lovers, because we don't see the size of that 9 carat very often, and very, very proud to bring it to you today. Also, we had that big Paraíba yesterday, the 2 carat 28. It's been a Paraíba typed weekend. We've had a lot of great requests for blue-green Paraíbas, brought you some good ones. Still have our 228 here. We had a great fire opal yesterday that's still available, and a big tanzanite and an emerald cut if you'd rather go there. So how about this? First caller, $29.99. Done. Let's just make it easy. We got to go. We've got very little time. I know we've had only 3 offers so far on the purple Cuprian. So hanging out at $3,000 on a 680. Hopefully the tanzanite here at $29.99 probably gives you a reference point of also if you're to look at 2 rarities. And I want you to get, both if you can, because they're both important collectibles for anybody's jewelry collection at this point. However, if you are looking at a comparison in rarity between tanzanite, which is one source, and purple Cuprian, it's going to be the purple Cuprian every time that's going to be more rare, especially given that the size is larger and the fact it's got a lot more diamond weight. Right now, they're at the same price, and the reason we're mentioning that is I know we can multitask, and I know we're capable humans of looking and thinking about 2 great jewelry pieces. If you're like me, I'm thinking about usually 5,000 jewelry pieces at once, and hopefully you are too, and are looking now at a tanzanite for $29.99, but it also provides me a moment to say the same offer right now has been given for a 6 carat 80 purple Cuprian. So, there's a big difference in rarity scale between the 2. So when you can get virtually one stone that's really many, many times more rare for $3,000, that's at least the current offer on that purple Cuprian. So lots to think about here as we wind down our show. If anybody would like the blue zircon, I've got one new one here. Let's take a look at this together as well. Lots of gold in this mounting. That one's here if you'd like it. Look at this mounting. It's one of the largest we have, and it's lined in diamonds top and bottom. And it also has a carat 80 blue zircon in the center. 1130124 is your item number. And guys, we are in last call, 35 minutes left on the show, taking the top offer wherever that is. Right now it's at $3,000 on the purple Cuprian. Here we are with our blue zircon, which is 1130124. It is a carat 80. I know we've seen it before. I'm dropping the price. So it's our 28 points in diamonds, which fascinating because it goes all the way top and bottom, borders the sides, and then gives you this curve. Feels like a really connect the dots moment here through your zircon. And then speaking of dots, we have mill grain texture done to all the gold that's between this wide band as well. So feels like it's a cigar band style, but instead of being solid all the way through, it's actually got some open work and some negative space, which is really attractive when it's on. Here's what it looks like on the hand. And this is not like a baby periwinkle blue either. It's bright. This is that stunning electric blue out of the one and only Cambodian blue zircon. And wider diamond. I love the fact it's got a lot of gold. I'm a sucker for a lot of gold weight, and that's just a shame because gold's expensive right now, but it doesn't matter. We're blowing this out for you right away. You choose your gold color as well. So white, yellow, rose, take your pick there, and let's make this really ultra affordable for somebody. Even though it's got a lot of gold and should be $49.99, going significantly less for you on our zircon of the day. Just this one bright blue. We do tend to have a major attraction to the rounds because double refraction, yes, the rounds really just bring that on out, and we are so excited to say it's under $2,000, $19.99, white, yellow, or rose. And actually, because we're in the last 34 minutes, let's do even better than 19. I'm giving jewelry away. Hear me out on this. We've got 34 minutes to shop this week. Let's give jewelry away. Let's give it away. Not 19, not 18, not 17. Rewarding callers that are first on the phone lines. That's the key here. It's not 19 or 18 or 17 or 16 or 15. My goodness, that's a lot of gold for this price tag. And we're taking it even lower to $1,499. That's it. Who's going to take it? It's our one and only round zircon that's here. It's almost 2 carats in the size, which is so impressive and so much gold. If you say, I can't buy gold anymore, yes, you can. You just need to know where to go. And we are here giving away jewelry today. So welcome into our last 33 minutes. Got to move a lot of jewelry just to, meet the quota. So here's the deal, guys. We're working on that, but you're going to be the beneficiary of some big time values as a result of last couple minutes. Got to move some jewelry before we see you on Wednesday, okay? So wrapping up the blue zircon here, 60 seconds. Who's got it? Okay, that may be gone before the 60-second clock even winds down. But again, we'll let you know when that is gone. And here's the deal. White, yellow, rose gold in your size. You do not need to go up in size. I know it's going to taper nicely in the back, so you don't need to worry about, do I need to get a half a size bigger? No, I wouldn't. I would go true to size on this one. You've got intentional negative space here. This is a major blowout. Somebody's going to take it. We have 40 seconds left to look at it. That is it. If you have any offers on the purple coupe, we need to hear from you now, because we're way too low on that, and Darlene's got the deal of a lifetime if she ends up getting that at 3,000, which she may. So we got a lot of values here, but again, they're all, it doesn't matter. I mean, these values are everywhere. It's whether big or small, museum or not, everything is a value today. And again, we are true to our commitment to value no matter what. And that's where I say our values are literally better today than they've ever been. I've been here a decade. In November, I will say right now, the values are better now than they've ever been, because it's true. You're getting so many savings. I'm not knocking everything down in price, so yeah. Okay, thank you, Mary. 37, was that the same Mary that was earlier then? Gotcha. All right, so we're at 37 now on the purple Cuprian. Back to Mary there. Thank you, Mary, so much. We appreciate that. So everybody else, 3,700. Current offer on the purple Cuprian Albite. Okay, we're going to show you again. We have a couple recaps to do. Also, I think the zircon hopefully is gone. We did have the $99.99 sphene. That was a 15-karat sphene for under $10,000. Also had some gorgeous tourmalines. They were the blue-green, the pink, and the bright neon yellow. We also had a demontoid earlier today. It's still available. Everything that was brought out by request is available except for one of our indicalites. So you can still grab any of the pieces that were brought out by request earlier as well. We had $4.99 pearls. We have some gorgeous diamond hoops here. I'm going to show you those. It's one last pair. We'll share those with you. And then anything else you want to see. Yes, we do. Hoop earrings coming up. Not the baguettes that we saw earlier. Those are already, I think they're gone. But let's do the same thing with a different style. And I think, is this one gone? Let's see if Jason's taking it. Maybe Andy's taking it. Who's got it? Maybe. Okay. Look at that. Look at that. I just can't get over the gold weight for $14.99. There's so much happening in the gold. Look at this again on my hand. What gives on this? This is crazy good. It's been all day. We've been doing some just pure giveaways. And boy, that just makes me so happy. Look at that. Okay, so let's get to the hoop earrings really quickly. I promised I'd have an affordable hoop, and there they are. They were here yesterday, but there's still a pair. One pair only is all I got. So there they are with this quatrefoil design, midpoint, top, bottom, some bigger diamonds, 1127846. Coming up right now. One pair, white gold. 44 points in the diamonds. And an open, click, closed, easy style. So fabulous. A little more long length here, 7/8. We usually tend to be the 1/2 inch or the 3/4. And those are wonderful. This is just a little extra length for you, giving you still great wearability, and yet they look so much prettier on than they ever do up close because, well, showing off white diamonds on a white background is great to show off the quality of the diamonds, not always great to show off the design of the earring itself. And so you're going to see that here. Now, we got a long way to go on that purple Cuprian, by the way, because we're at 17,000 and you're at 37. So we kind of got a long divide there. So we are still taking offers. They are just under an inch. They open up like so. So it's a very elongated type of omega back styling hinged closure. You just pop them on with that straight post and then they're going to click them closed. You'll distinctively hear them click when they're locked, and you'll know there's actually, it feels like 2 little clicks happen when you see them, or when you feel it. You probably don't even need a mirror. They're on now, so you can see what they look like just from a distance away, and then also note that design element that you have. So it starts with that larger diamond that has that midpoint of more of a almost diamond shape that's created here, and then that finishing detail. Let's go back up close, and we're going to bring in a $9.99 deal here. $9.99 on the earrings, 1 pair only, staying in the white gold that you see there. And that'll be our first caller on those. Congratulations if you get them. And then I do have some tanzanite larger studs we'll share with you as well. It's going to be a lot of fun to see some tanzanites, and they're emerald cuts. They're really beautiful emerald cuts, so we're going to enjoy those. Current offer still does stand at $3,700 on this 680 of the purple Cuprian albite with a carat 29 in diamonds. So we're going to continue talking about that and your choice of gold color. But let's talk tansies here, because it sounds like the hoops may be going. And then here are the emerald cuts, 113, 1356. Here you go. These are special, extra special. Match pair, 18 karat gold, 7 carats 20 gives you 360 each, and the diamond halo around it, which includes baguettes and rounds. They alternate around. There's a little mix and match opportunity here to get your baguettes and your rounds, which show off so beautifully. Really fit and suit the emerald cut styling as well in the middle, but they're in the white gold, and we've got 27 minutes now. Make those offers on that purple Cuprian, and here we are with our fabulous emerald cut. Love those, 1/2 inch in length. Let's send them out right now. Hoop earrings are verifying. This is also one pair. They stay in the 18 karat white gold. And yet, extra affordable, $39.99 on the tanzanite earrings, and I'll show them on as well. Here's a look at them from a distance to verify that measurement that you have. And boy, that's a good size earring, isn't it? Can really see that saturation of color. You see here, they are a 1/2 inch. They may actually be a tad bit more. 1/2 inch top to bottom, center and post, butterfly backing, and then I'll try one on for you as well. So you can see this is what they look like from a distance away. Take a look at that. So you can really get a sense of the size there and enjoy this tanzanite. Isn't that great? And I'm trying to get them to face forward to you. They're just teetering there, or again, just to see. I love seeing the facets light up. That's important too. Back to the reel we'll go. They're $39.99. And did anyone get the hoops yet? I don't think the diamond hoops are gone yet. But we do have a request from Marcia. Hi, Marcia. We've got an indica light to show you. We've shown this before. And it is a really special stone in a bridge. And there is a mark down here too. Let's get to our emerald cut indica light that I think is more like a teal. It's got green and blue together, so it really is a teal. 1122847. I feel like we've shown this to you before, maybe, but if you just need another look, well, we got the markdown for you. So it's our 4 karat 33 emerald cut. It's definitely, let me bring it up to your eye level so you can really appreciate the colors that Mother Nature has given us here. And I mean purely, entirely Mother Nature, because of that. Again, we know the tourmalines are unheated, untreated, but they're also, it's a 111 diamond weight in this bridge. The middle 2 rows are going to go all the way underneath, hence the bridge styling. You can also see the magic of the diamonds. That's a good look at a couple things, the clarity of the stone, but also the diamonds running underneath. Yeah. Oh, okay. Did that get swapped out? Okay. Boy, Jason, you put like an hour into that bracelet and now it's back. I mean, remember? Yeah, that was like an odyssey, wasn't it? So the bracelet, the 8-inch bracelet is back if anybody would like it. So just a reminder, I know we had some people that we turned away. So this one is, if you missed it earlier, it's our rare 8-inch bracelet. It's an 8-inch diamond bracelet. It's a carat 61 in diamonds. And we calculate about 15 grams in gold. And it's 14 karat gold. And it's a really simple closure. It's a really good fold over style. So really simple, easy to put on. You'll never struggle with this one. You'll never need help. You can do it all by yourself. Take a look at that. That's what that bracelet looked like. Now, we turned a few of you away. I don't know if you're still with us. I hope you are. It's $39.99 for this bracelet. So it is back and now can go out again to somebody else. So that is all done in the 14 karat gold. So you see here, it's going to go 6 main diamond links, which you saw on the wrist make it look like the whole way. But then you have your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then the rest are going to be mirror finished. It's solid on the back and the inside, so you've got that solid mirror finishing on the inside as well. And then your fold under or fold over. It's really a fold under style. So you just literally, that's it. Click, done. That's it. And then it looks completely like the rest of the links. You see that? It never breaks in the design element. And that's what it looks like up front. That's $39.99 for about 15 grams of the 14 karat gold. About 2 grams per inch there. It's substantial. All right, next up, Marsha's request here, going down in price tag, and that would be 112-2847. The emerald cut, the 4 karat 33, and that's 111 in diamonds yet again. So just recapping that, and we'll blow it out for you. It's less than $3,000. It's not even $29.99 though. We're going even lower than that. Only one in the bridge. These diamonds all the way under and through are just fabulous. And this one's $28.88 instead. And I love when you can see the diamonds through it. From up front, not as much. From the sides, yes. 2 things happening. You get the electricity of the diamonds throughout, the look of, not literal electricity, of course, but you also have this really stunning, showy way that, hey, you got a clean tourmaline, so this is the best way to show that off. Here it is on the hand as well, so you can see it is a really beautiful, there's an element of blue that I am seeing, but it's not just straight up blues, but more blue in lower light than I would say it is up close and personal. Wouldn't you agree? So that's the blue green, hence teal, and it's $28.88 and one only there. So that one by request, but first caller takes it. We had a request earlier, go to someone who didn't request it. So that's fine and well. You just got to call us early and quickly here. And then I want to remind you, we only have about 20 minutes. So I'm going to bring out that purple again. Sorry, guys, I should never put that teal tourmaline on. That spring is not my size. But there it is. Took a second to get that off. Yeah. Oh, okay. Let's move on. We've got the purple Cuprian because our current offer stands at $3,700. Oh, I wish I could sell purple Cuprians for $3,700. I do, but they're 1 carats. That's the difference. So technically I do sell them for 37, but they're the 1 carat or carat 20 stones. Here's our 680. Looking, yes, larger. And yet it's got a huge diamond weight. It's a bigger ring, but it's elongated, so it's still very comfortable. And it's at currently $3,700. So this is when we are now 22 minutes away from the very end of our show. This is going to sell at the end of the show to the top offer, wherever that may be. So here's where you want to jump in very quickly and let us know, because this is not normal. And this is part of the Paraiba family. So we're talking about, obviously, there's, I guess the GIA is now, they've been kind of going back and forth. Back in the day, it was a big announcement made a few years back when they said purples, blues, or greens can be called Paraibas. Listen, the whole thing is this. We call it Cuprian, albaite, or Paraiba because if it's got copper, it's got copper. And that in and of itself is where it makes it really, really rare. Now, granted, the #1 color we expect to see out of copper bearing is blues and greens and blues. That's it. A lot of people, just in the way that a lot of people assume sapphires are always blue, and they're not, a lot of people assume if they know Paraiba, they know it is that blue-green. This is purple. Excuse me, really, really rare. So I don't know what it is in the air today, but there is a major fire. So maybe that's it, I don't know. Could be just my smoke allergy. But anyway, sorry for the sneeze there. But this is where, again, $3,700 is too low for 680. But that's a function of, hey, end of the show, 20 minutes. We're letting it be your top offer here. So that's that really where I think we need to also pare it down to just as simple as, let's look at the per carat that you have as well. Let's think about what $3,700 is on a 680. This is not like other stones where it's readily available and you can go find it anywhere, but $544 is not a normal price. And then we got a carat 29 of amazing diamonds to go with it in solid gold. You're going to choose the gold color. Sounds like we do have an offer coming in, so that obviously would make sense. And yet, I have a $17,000 price tag. So if you're wondering, is it a discount? Yes. If you've never watched this show before, I'm not kidding when I say that $3,700 is usually what I sell a carat or a carat and a half of this stone for. We are looking at a different level here. We really are. We're looking at a higher end everything. Grade, color, clarity, size. Also the fact that it's so clean when we don't expect it to be. Yeah. Thank you. Who's that? Hi, Irma. So Irma's at 4,000. And I want to give it a couple of moments here because we are 19 minutes away from selling it to our top offer. And right now that is 4,000. Thank you so much. And if you don't want your name said, just tell your operator and they can note it, but they won't tell me. So again, yes. Oh, great, the teal. The teal, thank you, Marcia. The teal in the bridge has found its home. Don't forget about the 8-inch bracelet that also just came back. So that one's here. And now we have 4,000 on the Cuprian. I just think, I'm so stunned by the size, the quality, the clarity, everything. The gold color choice you're going to get as well. That amazing gold color choice, which I think is wonderful because it would look so rich and awesome in yellow gold as well. Does sound like we may have, okay, you've got 45, all right, 4,500 now, 45, and we've got a new shopper, all right, someone else who just came in, first offer of the day from them. Thank you very much. All right, so we've got $4,500. Okay, Debbie's got 45 now. So collectors know, and that's the thing. And if you're not a collector yet, that changes when you own this ring. 100% changes. You've got the ultimate collectible, $4,500, the current offer. Keep that in mind. I want to show you some other things before we go, because I do have an incredible deal on a diamond. And if you are looking for a diamond that looks white from a distance, that has a subtle body color to it, but it's not really strong enough yellow to be yellow, here it is. This is my carat-and-a-half diamond. We're just going to give this away at the end of the show because I know it's a little more of a unique experience to see here. We don't see a lot of carat-and-a-half diamonds at all. So I've got my carat-and-a-half. I want you to note how bright and beautiful it is from a couple of feet away. Then we're going to show it to you up close. It's item number 113-1489. Keep in mind the purple Cuprian. But this is the diamond that I have that's actually our largest here in a white diamond. It's just got a subtle body color. You don't see a lot of that when it's in person or when it's away from a stark white backdrop. But it's in the white gold. It's our carat-and-a-half oval. Has 48 points in diamonds around it, which is the classic halo. This could be a wonderful upgrade to a wedding set. This could be an engagement ring, but it is all natural diamond material, and you would be getting almost 2 carats in this ring. Speaking of 2 carats, we still have our last pair of our 2-carat studs here. The Cuprian, the purple, will go out in 17 minutes. We also have this one going out for a better price tag than, whoa, $19,999. The world of big diamonds is an exclusive one. It is unusual. We hardly ever have large diamonds here like this. It's not really, we specialize in color and add diamonds as accents. This is really where the diamond takes center stage. That's what it's all about. It's not even $10,000. Who's going to get our carat-and-a-half largest oval white diamond? When again, subtle body color, it's how you save a bundle, because if it was a D color in a VS Clarity, you're paying 50 grand. Done. That's the diamond. For anybody who says, I don't want to spend $50,000, what can you do for me? Here it is at better than 99 or 89 or 79 or 69. This is how you get the biggest diamond we have. The only way I could get you bigger is with the yellow diamonds, although those are also scarce, and they're $30,000. So here's where you get subtle body color to your white diamonds, still in the white range. Remember, they go from D to Z. So that, again, is somewhere with a little subtle body color that you don't pick up with your naked eye as you do here on TV. TV gives you the most scrutinizing view. So yes, you will see everything there is to know about your diamond, and yet it's VS quality, and it's not 69 or 59. We're blowing this out. One caller takes it. White gold only is how it stays, and we're going to make this $4,999 today. We're at the tail end of the show. We have 15 minutes now and still offers coming in. Sounds like we have a $5,000 offer. Thank you. $5,000 now on the purple Cuprian. So we are, thank you, Ronnie. Okay, so Ronnie's got 5,000. Thank you very much. We are still now 15 minutes away from selling the purple and this diamond ring, although this one probably won't take 15 minutes. And then we have our last pair of the 2-carat studs. If you want the 1 carats individually, 2 carats overall, let me know. And we have that last pair for you as well. And then anything else you'd like to see, please let us know what those are. Your requests are welcome. I have this crazy cool value. I love pave in color. We don't see it very often. It's very labor intense to do. So we do, by the way, just to currently update you here, the purple Cuprian is at $5,000 now, and we're still $12,000 away from what it should be. So I think we can still feel really good about the value that we have. There's our 680. Just to keep you updated, we're 14.5 minutes away from selling it. Thank you for all the offers you've given so far. This is at $5,000 only to Ronnie. Thank you so much. You're still saving 12 from where it should be. So that's major, but that one's going to go here in less than 15 minutes now. That'll be gone. So huge value there. Let me know if you'd like that one. $5,000 is the current offer. That's the offer to beat, and still saving a bundle. You're saving a lot more than you're spending. And actually, not even close to half. So that's really exciting. And then here it is. This is what I cannot wait to show you. This is a real treat because we never have jewelry like this. And as much as I've tried, about 5 years ago, I sat down and started doing a whole line of designs with pave, and it just couldn't be done because it was so tricky to get the perfect pave and matching in color like sapphires like this is. And this is actually ombre too, so it's multi-tones of color here. 112-7134 is the number. Thanks for being with us today. But again, any final requests or anything you want to check on availability, now is definitely the proper time to do that. This is 18 karat gold. Solid and finished all the way through. It has this, bypass sort of, but it really has this very cylindrical style that meets up in two different ways. 224 sapphires starting with the cornflowers into the royals. They never get too dark. They never get too hazy. We have 50 points in diamonds as well at the base of the ring, and this is what it looks like on. So pretty how it extends down the hand, and let me tell you, you're gonna feel that 18 karat gold. And this is the way it would look the other direction. So if you want it more crawling up the hand like that, you may do it. But this is what every angle, perfect pave, so every single side profile gives you nothing but diamonds and sapphires, and it's under $2,000. Talk about designer and high-end workmanship that you have here. It's all going on, and we're taking it down below even $2,000. This started at $59.99. Nobody wanted it at that price. I get it. That's like half of designer. We want better. And we're not doing 19 or 18 or 17 either. One color on this one stays in the white gold. We'll size it for you though. And remember, all finished on the inside, and it's only $1,699. That's one of the more unusual creative looks we've ever done. Yes. 52, who's that? Back to Irma. Thank you, Irma. Ronnie's on the line already. So Irma, you might want to hang tight too, because Ronnie's still hanging out with us. He's determined to get that purple. I know he sees the value. So we're at 52? Yeah, we do. We have 55? Okay, so Ronnie's at 55. Thank you, Ronnie. So 5,500 on the purple Cuprian. And this one's at $16.99. Who's got the sapphire and diamonds? And multi-tones of sapphire all the way through as well. That is such a good look. Such a good look. I mean, really just if you want distinctive jewelry. Obviously, there's a lot of us, some people want to go classic, keep it classic. Some want to have branch out, get something a little different in designer. This is really for those of you. Yes? You got it. Sapphire's gone. Thank you so much. Enjoy. And then here we go. I got to give you another look. So currently standing right now at 5,500. On the purple Cuprian Albaite, here it is. So once again, 98.76, 5,500 currently. It's getting down to the crunch time here and down to the wire with the 11 minutes left. It's 11 minutes exactly. So 11 minutes remaining on the purple Cuprian. 680 looks like bigger. It does. I promise you, you're going to agree with me on that. And thank you on the sapphire piece. That designer sapphire is lovely. You'll love it. We also have a last call. If there's anything else you want to see, you need to work with the 11 minutes of airtime we have. So let us show you whatever it is you'd like to see. One more time on the air. I'm going to blow out a huge spinel. We're going to make that happen really quickly. It's been forever since we've seen a spinel. We'll do that. And I also want to remind you that if you have an offer that can best 5,500, need to hear from you very quickly because, yep, it's going out in 10 minutes and 30 seconds. So I'll try to give a little leeway time too. So let's just call it 10 minutes. 10 minutes will be at the very end of the show. That's when we'll see that one go at our top offer. Let's just blow out this one though. If you want a similar color but in a spinel, I have this one. Maybe what your issue is you don't want too large. You're okay with a big stone but not too large. Here's 1125667. Gonna get this one. A quick giveaway, and I'm sorry, that just lights up like neon. That is gorgeous. $355 on the Emerald Cut Purple Spinel. It's 51 points in diamonds around it. And here it is with 1125687. Time to make those last minute requests or questions. Make offers on the Purple Cuprian. 5,500 is the offer to beat. This one's gonna go down, down, down. It does. It's purple red because when you see it light up, that's when you get those hot pink red flashes. And it was $69.99. Let's talk about something totally different in price tag, when we can't expect to get $7,000 and expect it to go in 10 minutes. So here's what it looks like on the hand, and watch it just light up. Here we go, from a distance, on the hand, really quickly, instead of even 6,000, 5,000. We're doing giveaways. Last 9.5 minutes are here on our week. So this is where you gotta dial in. And look how bright and stunning this is. What do you think? 5,000, 4,000, better yet, let's go under 3 and make it $29.99. First color on the Burma. purpley red. It's like a deep, deep, deep jewel tone of cranberry reds and purples together. Think regal, think elegance, think just Jimmy Rich. Look at that color coming through. That's $29.99 for a $355. Another rarity and great durability with spinels, and 8 on the hardness scale, so you've got a great durable stone. Wear it all the time. Let's return back to the ultimate rarity, though, that we have today is this purple Cuprian albaite. It is at $5,500. It's last call for any offers that can best that. We are still looking at $11,500 away from the price tag. These offers that I do sometimes, these willingness to take offers here at the end of the show, really turn out to be some of the most all-time incredible values that we have. I want to spend another moment. There's always going to be people thinking about everything at the end of the show and wanting to see what's left and make those decisions of what you'd like to have a ship out to you tomorrow or the next day, just depending on how long it takes to size it. This is where $5,500 simply cannot be possible, except for the fact that it's totally possible, because in 8 minutes, this will sell for the top offer. And if you have an offer that can top Ronnie's at $5,500, make those offers now, because we are getting down to the wire. This can't really extend beyond the airtime given. So when our show goes off the air here at the top of the hour, which is just about 7.5 minutes away, this is going to be gone. And we are looking at a tremendous savings right here and now. So if you'd like the spinel, I think that spinel's verifying. Anything else we can tempt you with here or show you again? Yes. Thank you. That means that all of our Tahitian pearls from earlier are gone. Congratulations on those. And then here we are with the $5,500. That's the offer to beat right now. So it's last call. If you have any questions about anything you've seen, now is the time, not just for offers, but also any questions or requests you might have. Anything you want to see one more time before we go, reminder, we see you on Wednesday. Please remember, if you can set a little reminder to yourself. I know that's a long time from now, it seems, and it can be tough when life gets busy to remember, but be sure and check in with us on Wednesday night at 5 o'clock. Remember, our Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday nights are in the evening at 5 o'clock Pacific. So something else to consider. So you can never miss a show or never miss a moment. But we are down to our last call here, 55. This is unbelievable. Saving you $11,500, spending $55. Doesn't make any sense when we've got, again, the money back guarantee still applies even when I take a below cost offer. So that's something I want you to, a lot of times when, in auctions or offers, a lot of times if there's any kind of give with that price tag, it's going to be final sale. That's not the case here. So just so you know, auctions and any kind of offer scenario still got the money back guarantee in your corner. I still want you to get it home and then evaluate it and decide then, not necessarily now, because all I need you to do now is be concerned over this giveaway value that we've got. That's really the crucial part of today's equation at this moment, and I'll try it on again. And remember, you are choosing the gold color that's also changed to your preference for free. So it's a matter of just tell us what you need there and we'll make it sure it's in that gold color of your choosing. Still giving you the money back guarantee as well. Very important to keep in mind, $5,500, way too cheap for that stone, but I honor my agreements. And what I said is we would actually sell it for the top offer at the actual end of the show, and that's where we're at. We're there. We are literally about 5 minutes away now. So it is time. This is where, again, make your best offer. Let us hear it so we can help you out. That's never been this affordable. There's never been a stone this size in purple Cuprian this affordable either. So it's just a serious value happening right here and now. Want to make sure you have a chance here to let us know, and then I'm going to try it on again because you got to see this. You just got to see it on. I feel like, now I have had 12 carats. I've had 13 carats in Cuprians. They have not been even 17,000. And this really, I make all that point because this looks larger. 680 is a wonderful size. But when you see the way that presents on the hand, that just looks bigger. It looks like a 12 or a 13 or maybe a 14 karat. It really does. I could even probably show you. So I don't really have anything in front of me that's huge. Let me see, I had a 15 karat speen. That's probably the closest I have. And we'll show you and make that point. Point being, if I had a 14 karat purple, do you think it'd be 5,500? The answer is no. There's no way. And for a comparison, here's what I'm talking about. The largest stone I think I had today was a 15 karat speen. Let me show you next to the 15 karat speen, just to put it out there. This is a 1470 speen. I had this earlier. What do you think? I just don't think that that stone looks less than half the size of that stone. And there's that point being proved that That's a 1470 on the left. 14 karat 70 cushion cut. That pear shape looks pretty similar. I know they're different cuts, I know they're different stones, but that really just makes the point, illustrates what I'm talking about. Yeah, that's 1470. Look at it compared to the 680. The 680 is looking larger. It just is. It's really fair to say, and I say that because, my goodness, what would a 12, 13, 14, 15 karat Couperin albite cost you in this world? They're not for sale usually. If someone has one, it's in a museum, not for sale at a store. Not in this rare variety, in this rare color, and now we have 3 minutes left to go. So it's our last call. I also want to remind you that this bracelet, I feel terrible for those we turned away. I'm so sorry that, yeah, some of you that probably have left the show, we turned away earlier on this bracelet, which, let me tell you, the clasp is so good I could barely find it. This 14 karat gold bracelet is still here at $39.99. It was gone, but it came back. So again, we turned a lot of people away hours ago. Just want to let you know, if you want the 8-inch diamond bracelet that I have here with a carat 61 in diamonds, that is still here for $39.99, but that countdown clock is, yep, it's ticking. It's on its way. So we are counting down now. This is last call to make any offers on that purple Couperin. It's also last call to get the $39.99 bracelet as well, and that is just a ton of gold, almost a ½ ounce in gold, right there at about a ½ ounce in that 14 karat gold in the rare 8-inch style, and that is here for $39.99. So just a couple of things to think about and look at while we're here with our last 2.5 minutes. Don't forget, we are not here on Monday or Tuesday, but we just have no shows those days, but we are seeing you back on Wednesday night. So 5 o'clock Pacific time, 8 o'clock Eastern time. We will see you then, and we look forward to a lot of fabulous brand new items to share. So come join us for the party. It's going to be a good one, and we'll have all those brand new pieces to share, some really big values, some special surprises, and you never know when there could be a flash sale coming up. You just never know, right? You just never know. You just don't know. That's why you got to tune in and see the shows live. So here we are with our final 2 minutes. Again, $5,500 is the offer to beat on the purple Couperin, and then the bracelet only at $39.99. We'll pop in the 9876 item number yet again so you can see there what the purple Couperin. I just want to give you a couple things to think about before we go in this last little bit of time, and what a joy it's been to be with you all week with great jewelry. Hasn't it been fun? I appreciate you stopping in and checking us out and seeing what's up with our jewelry values this week. We're going to be back starting a new week together on Wednesday. Lots of brand new and exciting things planned. So hopefully you can join us. Thanks again for being with me today. Thanks for watching and shopping. We have about 90 seconds left, so we still are taking in. I know the phone lines are getting busy, as they always do. So we look forward to seeing you on Wednesday night. Feel free to give us a call here and make us those offers on the purple. That purple is going to be going here shortly, but you would still have we got about a minute here now to take those offers until that one is going to be long gone and done. So thank you again, and thank you to everyone who made an offer up to this point. Thank you to everybody who shopped with us today and really all week long. Always, we appreciate you so much. And again, we look forward to seeing you on Wednesday. There has been a lot of great jewelry though, some of which, again, not just contained to this wheel. So I really encourage you to go ahead and give us a call if you have any questions about anything you've seen, not just today, but all weekend. We still have some ideas here from Saturday morning's show as well, and even Friday night. So we can help you out with anything else. And 30 seconds remain. And again, the last call on offers on that purple Couperin. It's amazing. So let us know very quickly. The bracelet's $39.99, a rare 8-inch diamond bracelet for us. I can't remember the last time we saw an 8-inch bracelet, so grab that if you can. You can even make it shorter if you want to. If you want to have a little extra dangling link, you can do that. But thanks again, everybody. Hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend and your Monday and Tuesday until we meet again on Wednesday night at 5. For now, I'm Lauren Blair, and from all of us at TVON, thank you so much. We'll see you on Wednesday.